Hey, what's up, man? You already know what it is. It's Rios. This is Reality Check, and we got my boys in here. Day ones, Viral Way, Viral, Messiah. What's up, man? What's
Come
going
on,
on with
man.
y'all,
It's your
man?
host that do the most, Mr. Viral himself, aka the villain, because they hate me for my opinion. Coming at you live from my boy Rio spot, man. The Viral Way
go.
podcast, one half of the Viral Way podcast, or 1/3, should I say? Shout out Kali.
What's the other two?
Kali,
We got Kali,
Kali the one.
Kali the one, not the two. Mr. Lightskin himself. Uncle Ruckus be making his guest appearances. He got his own channel.
Uncle Ruckus, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Brandon,
Yeah.
Pan-Africanism Strikes Back. And then my boy Show, he be in and out, you feel me? We be having a, man, you know, that's the studio, man. Stop playing.
Nah, fact.
But you already know who we got in the building over here.
Man.
Silent Assassin, good.
Messiah the Great, we here to lead the way, man. Good look. Shout out to Rios for bringing us back. You
Hey.
know, it's always a pleasure pulling up on you.
Absolutely, man.
Hey, look, before we start, I got to give you your flowers, you feel me? Because this is a full circle moment. You came, blessed our platform. Now we returning the favor.
Absolutely.
And ever since you came from over there, I seen the elevation, and it's elevating fast.
Nigga, it's because of that. I was just telling Messiah. I was like, y'all invited me on that podcast and getting to see how it was set up. It lit a fire under me. I was like, you know what? I can do this. Like it gave me the motivation, inspiration. Like, you know what? Go to the next step. Go to the next step and keep going. So I want to thank you. Thank you. I'll give y'all flowers because what y'all was doing and inviting me over there helped me get to this because you guys helped me see what can be done. Like, okay, the homies over here doing it up. Like, how can I advance my shit?
It's crazy too because sometimes we get caught up in our minds, and then once you see that visual, you like, man, it's not as much that I thought it would have to be. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you doing it the right way. You doing it without the drama, without the fake crash outs, without the fake beefs. Well, you got a little beef right now, but I said the homie that jumped in his beef bag. Like, what's going on?
Like, and it was the if I think I know what you're talking about with Stet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that thing was like it's not really beef to me. It's more so like, okay, I'll let you say what you say. I'm not gonna jump in it. You can do what you want. And if at my cost it gains you followers or gains you attention, I'm not worried about it. It ain't affecting me none. You know what I mean? But only so many times can you it's when you try to take credit for what I've grinded for. Like you could take credit and have that as self-aggradation and all that stuff. But when it comes to you taking credit for what I'm doing, let me go ahead and state my case. And I'm not attacking, but I'm just saying, this ain't what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
You're not going to discredit me.
You're not going to
off the
discredit
work
me
I'm putting in.
and
Yeah.
minimize and be dismissive of what I've done. You know what I mean? Like, and so that was just that. And I'm not going to get involved with like the back and forth and stuff like that. But it's just you allow people to show you who they are, and you believe them. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
your words are your words, but your actions are everything. And so when they show you who they are, you believe them. You know what I mean? I wish the best to old boy. You know what I mean? Like, go on grind. It's enough room for everybody, but you ain't gonna knock me out my square. And I've built my shit off positivity, pushing the message, pushing the good word about us going out into this world and having an impact. And I'm not gonna get distracted.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this: whoever got beef with us or side dissing us or sneak dissing, I'm not wishing you the best. We stepping on shit. So y'all might want to leave us alone right now because we not playing with nobody. We tipping our hats to everybody. We coming with respect, but the second that get met with a slap in the face, it's up and it's stuck.
And niggas gotta understand, man. We out here building bridges, and like I always say, we fuck with who we fuck with. If it's fuck us, it's definitely fuck you. But at the same time, niggas ain't got to jump out the window to holla at us. Holla at us like men. We really open-minded, and we willing to work with people. So niggas think they got to get our attention in certain ways. That ain't the way to do it.
Exactly. Like we always say, it's viral way or no way. No matter what platform you see us on, we are representatives of the viral way. So however they do it on their platform, that's their formula. You don't got to look like, oh, we see them over there on no jumper. They must be with the crash outs and think we finna fake beef. That's not finna happen, bro. We gonna see you in traffic and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. You could come with respect.
No, that's facts though.
Because these niggas think we playing.
Yeah, niggas be
so we just be,
misunderstanding.
all right, cuz, like I already said, emotional intelligence. I'm telling you, we gonna crash one of you niggas. Leave us alone. Tip your hat. Just say we want to work and let's work. It's easier that way. Aggressive intelligence.
Aggressive, but also unchecked aggression, right?
Exactly.
It's a real thing. Unchecked aggression, because if I could do this, I could take it a step further. And then witnesses to unchecked aggression. Like, oh, okay, this is how they play. Like, nah, we don't play. I don't play that way.
Exactly.
And you got to set your standard. And I completely agree and understand where you're coming from. But it's also like you're not unapproachable. You're not past the conversation. Like, it's nothing that I've seen. Well, I've seen you for a long time, but nothing I've seen says that I can't chop it up with him and figure this out. But, like, there's nothing out there that's like, I can't get on the phone, get on the line, and touch base with both of them. You know what I mean? Like, so there's really no excuse for that shit.
Bro, we had a transgender come on the platform. Now, you know where we come from, the rules of where we come from. So to break that barrier early on in the game too, bro didn't even want to do it. He like, Viral, you tweaking.
I was like, nah.
I wasn't on board with that. I said, bro, he kind of like years ahead of me right now.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet. Yeah.
And he was stone faced for about 5 minutes to got off the camera.
Hey.
So we don't always even agree. That's the beauty of it. We're not an echo chamber. When he not feeling something, cuz tell me. Sometimes I might got a vision he don't got, or vice versa. You feel me? But we still trust in each other. And that episode actually took us pretty far. You feel me? It opened up hella doors. Even till this day, reaction channels is like, that shocked me. Because seeing the type of dudes that they are and the neighborhood they come from to
Nigga,
do that
shit shocked me. Nigga, I was like,
it's crazy.
What? And then I think I saw a clip first. I was like, hold on, wait. Like, nigga, hold on. And that shit, I was like, these niggas is really in their bag. Like, they really in it. Like, that, like, because not just being in your bag or just touching on it, like, that was actually a relevant subject. That's a relevant subject right now with the new president and things coming back. It's like, it's a hot topic, but it's really relevant in everybody's life.
And it is. And for me, it was like, I hadn't really been equipped to so much of the content world. And even looking at it from an angle, like, maybe people do want the psyche of this type of person. You know what I'm saying? To pick this person's brain to even understand why they choose to be the way they are. So I wasn't really looking at it in too much of a positive light. I was just looking at it like, nah, fuck that. Like, we don't associate with that type of shit. So not necessarily even looking at it like it could bring awareness, it could bring different things. And you don't know how many other people that's affected by learning about that.
Man, I had every blood homie I ever had calling my phone. Who was blood? Who was blood?
Then you got that side of it. Like, hey, come on, man. Why you platforming this?
That nigga was a wild
like, blood, I'm pulling up next week. Get the cameras. I'm like, nah, I can't let you. You feel me? Shit. This ain't that type of party, because what I'm showing people is you could come from any environment, but that environment doesn't have to handicap you or cripple you for the rest of your life. Because that's what we do. We build a glass ceiling according to where we come from. But it's like, bro, when you venture off into life, you outgrow that glass ceiling. And it's okay to outgrow that, because that's the only way to advance. You have to expand. So I'm taking a lot of gambles with this content shit. Like, look, if we're going to do the content, we're going to do it all the way. It's content. I don't even have to personally believe it. You could come on the platform. I don't believe nothing about your lifestyle, but we can have a conversation about it.
That's where I would say the growth has happened pretty much everywhere. You know what I mean? Because if we can't sit down to conversate, or if you can't get in that room to get a point across or to understand the point, how do we change? How do we make change? Like, like how does, like, I'm not trying to go so far as into like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, or a civil rights movement. Like, you have to sit down with your enemy, someone that has been terrible to you, but you have to get your shit off and say, this has to change. But it doesn't happen without a conversation.
That's a fact.
Because who you about to just go to war with the government? That's not happening, and it's not going to be good for our people. But just on a smaller scale, it's like, dude, we got to talk about shit. We got to conversate about things, or we ain't going to go nowhere. We ain't going to grow. And all the things that we've read and all the things that we've learned, it's for naught. It's for nothing.
For sure. And you can't call yourself a boss if you don't know how to converse. You just seen Trump today.
With Zelensky.
With Zelensky. It got a little heated in there. But they still was conversing. Because they know if we don't have this conversation, where this can go. So just like the mob used to do, I want to whack him. Man, he a made man. Y'all finna sit down and talk.
It's food. Trump touching another president like, no. Like, hold on.
You playing with World War III.
Like, but Trump doing that, he's testing the waters.
Yeah, that's how you test it.
He knows.
I'm like, But I relate more to that than I have anything else I've seen in the Oval Office. All the other shit I've seen in the Oval Office, it's not even relatable to me. But that conversation that they was having, it was like a match, right? Like, nah, I have more power than you. You need me to get what you want. Stay in your place.
Facts.
I think one of Trump's biggest assets for himself, he don't care about being liked or not. So he don't give a fuck. He's going to do whatever his mission is that he believes in himself. And I was seeing old videos of him. I'm like, damn, he been had the mindset of if he ever became president, what he would do. And none of his views have changed from 30 to where he's at now. If you go back and watch some of his shit.
That's why you got to respect it. You stand on his beliefs and it is what it is. I keep telling people, you don't got to be liked. You're not always going to be liked. Because everybody don't think the same.
No.
So you got to learn to live with that and keep pushing, especially if you're doing content. Because them comments will cripple you if you don't got thick skin, boy. You think you just recorded some of the best shit in the world and they get to this nigga trash.
Hey,
Bleeding the nigga for sure.
Hey, like, hey, Rios, you're real ignorant. They're like, shit, you gonna hit me with the ignorant? Like, okay. But you do it, but that's what's the benefit coming from where we come from. We bagging, we throwing shots and all that stuff. Like, it's really an arena built for us to take off. You know what I mean? Like, it's really an arena for us to take off and be stand up, be men, be however, and it could go here or it could go there. But what we want it to be is this. This is what we want to do. We want to do this, but you trying to take me out of this element, I'm fine with that too. But we can get back to this. And so when you guys started, well, I know you started, I told you, I think back on the pod that I saw you and how you was doing your, I don't know if it was Instagram or
Facebook, Twitter, then I put it on Instagram.
Yeah, and so it would be like a message, right? Like you'd be getting shit off your chest, what's on your mind. And I remember I said, as soon as this nigga turns the camera on and he speaks this message, it's over. And so you've done that and taken it to the next level with the podcast and bringing your brother and me get to introduce to you. Where are we at now in the I don't know what this is, this industry, this platform? Where are you at and where do you want to go with it? Like, what's the mission?
We in the transitioning period where that glass ceiling is here and the pot is boiling, it's bubbling. Mm-hmm. We almost through the glass ceiling to the next level, to that next floor. Mm-hmm. We already done rubbed shoulders with the biggest in the game. You talking about the hip hop platforms, whatever platform you want to say that's doing the most numbers.
Been there.
We've been there, platformed on the platform. So at this point, it's about excelling our audience and getting our platform recognized on those levels, getting bigger guests, you know what I'm saying, building more bridges. Is what we still open to working with people, but that's the biggest thing is the reach, because that's how you grow. You get more reach, you get more resources. So
more eyes on you.
More eyes on you. So the key for us, for me, is the reach and the growth to build that audience and build that brand to where now it's a household name, because we're becoming a household name. I'm starting to see the comments where people are like, damn, what podcast is that? Because, you know, they clip us all the time.
Yeah.
And other people are starting to tell. They're not tagging
us.
Never tagging us. They put their tag on it. And
we get a lot of a lot of videos from other people.
Millions of views gone.
It's like, damn, that's crazy, because we could drop the same video, then it'll go somewhere else and have 500,000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the exact same message from the exact same people.
It's just the reach.
It's the reach.
Just the reach.
It's
that's
just
all
the
it
reach. So people are starting to go in the comments and, oh, that's viral way. So I'm like, okay, because I used to have to do that. Right. Now I can just sit back. Yeah. So I say, okay, yeah, we getting there for sure.
So that's reassuring though. Like, it is reassuring because you're like, nigga, my messaging is on point. I know what I'm doing and what I'm saying is reaching the masses and the masses want to hear it. It's just, like you said, it's just the reach and doing the groundwork. Even
on that though, I feel like we always felt like certain things was on point because we have our talks. We always felt like certain messages was on point. We just felt we had to understand was like everybody ain't caught up yet.
Yeah.
Everybody, we might be a little
ahead of the curve.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We might be around the corner already, but once you hit the corner, you'll see that sign and know that's us.
Exactly. So, how did you get comfortable on camera? Because I know I had to, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't a camera person, like talking on camera. How do you guys get comfortable? Because you have to grow, you know what I mean? You have to be like, oh shit, I'm saying too much, or I'm doing this too much.
God. That was one of the main things.
You know what I was doing? I was doing this. Hands in the camera, just like, I'm like, dude, I gotta keep my hands down. Like, I was just talking and doing
Controlling
this.
Controlling yourself.
Yeah, like.
For me, it was more just getting in front of it, being persistent, and then staying out of my head, staying in the moment. You know, sometimes, like bro was just saying, I might have certain beliefs or not cultivated my mind enough to understand, like, because I didn't like being in front of camera, so I still was attached to certain things from the streets where it's like we didn't really be in front of cameras. So now it's like you're here, this is what you're doing, and you need to accept that and just act like the cameras ain't there at this point. Just be yourself. You be yourself, you really got shit to worry about because the comments ain't gonna affect you as much. So I just look at it in that sense, like, and the more we do it, it's like this shit regular now. And I gotta start looking at it like, if we grinding and we plan on getting to a position where we gonna be, nigga, this is gonna be, you gonna be in front of cameras.
This is it. This is home. Get comfortable.
Exactly.
Get comfortable. And people be getting on me, they like in the comment section, oh, you got too many shows, you oversaturating. I don't care. I'm gonna oversaturate because I know that this is not the end goal. You know what I mean? Like I'm putting in the hours that build the skill level to be able to pluck and pick and play.
They don't understand the 10,000 hours.
They don't understand the 10,000 hours. I'm like, I'm doing these shows every morning, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. And yeah, it is tiring and it is a lot of energy. Like you don't really realize how much energy goes into talking.
Oh my God. They
Like-
just think you just set the camera up and talk and that's it. No,
Dude,
bro. It's draining.
It's draining. And I used to get on my wife, Ayana, because she be taking meetings and shit with her job. And I'm like, man, like, what you tired? You only doing meetings. You only, like...
My girl, oh yeah, I had to train someone at the office. Train someone.
Yeah,
I'm
like-
up at 4 a.m. at the
like-
gym at 5, work a full shift, editing in between the shift, come record another show, edit that. Like, what are you talking about?
Dude,
Training.
Don't
Don't talk to me about work.
But then it hit me. I was like, she be talking for hours. And then I'm like, oh shit, these 3 hours and kicked my ass. I'm
Yes.
tired as hell. Because it is a lot of brain power involved in it, right? Because you got to be engaging, making an impact, thinking about all this stuff. And it's like, dude, this shit is not easy. So I have to build these muscles right now. I got to build these muscles, these skills up right now with the shows or whatever and get as much content out there as possible.
These are just reps.
These are just reps.
Yeah, these are just reps. So for me, the camera really didn't bother me. It was once I learned, like, damn, you got a little bit of a speech impediment with the ums and you don't notice that when you're talking or kind of talking in circles, not being concise and straight to the point or making every word count. So I will always watch myself back every time I record. Like my niece or my daughter or my son to make fun of me. You always watching yourself. They don't know I'm studying the game tapes. So I'm looking at the Earl Nightingales. I'm looking at the Jim Rons. I'm looking at the great speakers of our time. And I'm looking going, they never said once in 3 hours. And every word was like a hot knife through butter. It was just cutting to the soul.
Straight to it.
I need to get to that level.
And that's what, and when people say, oh, I don't look at my shows, I don't look at my talking, I'm like, well, you need to. If you want to progress, you want to get better, you want to be more effective, because we all could get more effective with our speech and delivery. Like even when I was doing my first reality checks, it was like, right, yeah, yeah. Like just saying it every time somebody answer, I'm just agreeing, just yeah. Like I done said yeah 1,000 times before I done said a word.
I'm watching them all. Soon as bro done doing everything, editing and stuff, I'm watching it. And I'm my own biggest critic. So like he said, when we study in the game tapes, I understand that. And I did like some years back where they had did a study when we was talking about the stuff. And it was like, how long can you talk without saying So they make you talk for a minute straight and see if you can say without saying And most people, you're going to say and it's damn near better just not to say nothing and gather your thoughts than do that. And if you pay attention to people, you see like 9 times out of 10 when they're talking, they're going to say like, so it's like, and that shit sounds crazy when you think about it.
And and you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
Actually, no, I don't. What are you saying?
You done talked around every circle, every corner, but you ain't hit one point.
For
No,
sure.
I don't. And I appreciate that about y'all, because y'all points, because just like the clips we talking about, they're going viral because they are effective. It's an effective message being said. And I really see the transition of you guys, because for a while, you guys had mentioned it on Apollo, actually. You said that it started getting like controversial with like the girls and guys and that conversation,
yes.
and how that was becoming a hotbed, but you guys didn't want to get marginalized and boxed into just that. How did you get out of that, and where are you guys going?
Because that was never the goal. So before we started it, I told bro, I said, look, we gonna be the Black Joe Rogans. Really, we gonna be us. But how Joe Rogan can talk about anything and not get crucified for it because you can't box him in. He can talk about aliens over here, then taking DMT here, then politics here, and no one says, "Oh, you out of your classification.
Yeah, you out of your element.
You out of your element." It's like, no, we don't have an element. The world is our element. So I always was big on a relationship talk. Like you could go back on my Facebook 10, 15 years. I was saying some of the same stuff Kevin Samuels was saying. Rest in peace to bro. But he carved that lane. So when that blew up, Red Pill was a huge thing when we started. And sex sells. So we need to get this off the ground. Let's utilize the sex part. I already like talking about relationships. And we had a goal with it. Because black men and black women, the wedge was becoming bigger in between us. So we're going to use the content to bring us back together. Thinking we're going to make a change. With some women we did, but once we seen they don't care about the message, they don't care about trying to mend things, they just want to be right. It's like, all right, we just going to get a couple viral moments off your goofy ass. And then but then when we would try to pivot and do other content, man, when y'all bringing the females back, man? So, bro, they trying to box us. All right, cool. We finna pivot right off of that. Then we just start doing the high power content. That started leveling up. And then we watching everybody else talk music and we like, man, they don't know music like we
you
do.
a music head for sure.
They was not music heads like we was music heads. Especially being from the West, they're limited because they wasn't listening to what we were listening to growing up. So then we started getting in that bag and that really, so we just start hitting every angle. We start hitting the politics and like I said, you can't box us in.
That's what's up,
man.
I'm proud of y'all niggas. Y'all really doing it and you're doing it your own way and it's authentic and it's organic. You can tell nothing's being forced. You know what I mean? And then the two brothers that are there, like you called him Mr. Ruckus, you know what I mean? You gotta have a ruckus. You know what I mean? It'll keep a dialogue. It'll keep conversation. You don't want to just sit with somebody. You said, we're not just going to agree about everything. You got to have a Manny.
What's the point? What's the point of a conversation with having an opposing side in a debate?
A debate and the conversation just ends after you're done saying what you say.
Yeah. You reiterate what I just said in your own words, but we saying the same thing. So sometimes I'll play devil's advocate.
You have to.
I might not even believe what I'm saying. I'm just gonna pose you just to see where your mind to go.
That's where the great content's at. Is when somebody, because I might not have Ruckus's opinion, right? But that will be a great back and forth. Like, well, why do you think like that? And he might have some solid ass points. But then you have some solid points and then you move on. And I really like what you guys are doing over there. Do you guys see yourself branching out to like different kind of vlogging type stuff? Because I've seen you guys do the thing where you met with, I forget who you met with, but it was somebody very important in the hood, right? Like a
Trap Lord Ross out there in the UK.
Trap Lord Ross and doing stuff like that. And I was like, you invited me to go and I was like, I'm going to try to make it. But then I was like, I don't know. I might not want to do that. You know what I mean? Right. Like, so I just did. I was like, I don't know. Because I started looking him up and I was like, I don't know. I don't vibe with him or whatever. But you guys are venturing, like how I am, like, I don't know. You guys like, nah, let's do this. Let's get into this. You know what I mean? Do you guys see yourself doing more stuff like that? Like introducing people to more of your walk into your life?
No, absolutely. Me and bro sit down at the whiteboard and we brainstorm. Trust me, we got all type of ideas of IRL content. Because that's really how you take it
in real life.
In real life. That's really how you take it to the next level. Only thing stopping us right now is the scheduling is crazy. I got kids, sports.
Right.
We still working, grinding. Right. So a big chunk of the day where we could be shooting this content is divvied off to other things. Once we can figure out a way to eliminate that, which overall the budget, the income, you know what I'm saying, that bag get dropped, man, it's limitless.
Right.
Because my mind is everywhere, so it's limitless.
I didn't even, y'all doing what y'all doing and working at this. I just stopped in September and doing this. And it's like, it does free you up to do, like, damn, I'm gonna just go crazy. You know, I'm gonna just do this, throw this dart. And once y'all get that freedom of to do and to work and work as you want and not have to worry about waking up at 4 and I got to go here and do this. Damn, that's the unlocked character.
Because if we was able to do content just full time all together, it'd just be Because we seen being around the scenes with other people, how they're able to transition like a real job. So 10 o'clock, you might have a guest here, 12 o'clock here, 3 o'clock here. And it's like, that's enough content to keep flushing out. And I believe how they tell you it's saturated, you need to put out more. Like you said, you putting in that work. I think eventually the universe is going to give you that payback for the energy you putting out anyway. So I think it's better just to keep grinding.
Because I know they can't fuck with us. It's a fact. We done been around some of the best in the business or the biggest. They not fucking with us, bro.
It's
I'm
just,
telling you, it just
hasn't happened yet.
It ain't.
It just has not happened yet.
And I'm not even tooting our own horn because it's us. I'm like, this is it, man. If we had this, it's a wrap. I'm telling you, like literally, I'll be up 3 a.m. editing, clipping shit. My girl roll over. What are you doing? Then I'm up editing, knowing I gotta be up at 4. Like they don't see the behind the scene grind.
Right.
They don't, nigga. Before I even learned how to do it with Adobe, I used to be driving on the way to the gym, on the way to work, screen recording off the pod just to get a clip on the freeway like this. Oh damn! A pop up, a text came.
Or somebody
do
called
not
like,
disturb.
God, man, I gotta do this shit again.
I gotta do it all over. I'm 15 minutes in, mad as hell. They wasn't there for them days. They just think we just popped up overnight.
Oh, was it with you shooting in the gym?
Yeah, Viral Way selling out. They on no jumper. They don't act like what? Which is when is success selling out?
And let's talk about that because you guys may have gotten like some flack or whatever for the Flacco thing, right? Like for Flacco, you guys touched on it. I feel like you guys did a great job. I don't want to say explaining yourself, but breaking it down, like the outlook on that, right? And so I had kind of distanced myself from the Flacco situation or whatever that was. He had his shit with Trey or whatnot. And I had always I got introduced to him, didn't really know what this game was. Like when I came into this, I'm an old nigga. Like I didn't know anything about podcasting, no jumper. I didn't look at even them when they was over there. So when I came in, it was just like raw, like, oh, this fat dude, whatever. Like, okay, like I don't know, he stutters. That's what I knew him as, like, okay. But then I saw the slow transgressions, right? Like of things about ignorant and this and hood and you do this, it's stupid and dumb. And I had my own thoughts about it. But then when he started going at you, and it was like an elevated speech. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I'm a beat and do this and that. It was just like talking down. And that's when I had mine. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna say something. And that's when I called you in Brazil. I was like, hey, I just want to let you know, I didn't want to platform y'all in that kind of way. You know what I mean? In that light. But I had to say something about it. You know what I mean? And so I was just like, and to me, it was just a very normal like thought process. The logic behind it was like, dude, you are over here, you doing well, you're doing good. Why are you jumping into some street? And then with my peoples, like, why are you doing that? And they not with that. Like, why are you even playing that game? You're not in that game. Why are you playing it? Stay in your lane, stay safe, because there can be repercussions for your actions. And people jumped on me like I was bullying and this and that. And then I was just like, damn, just basic logical common sense is not common.
No, it's not.
Like people will disagree with you on some basic shit. And so, but then when I did see that you guys had like mended or whatever you guys had gotten to, oh, he came on with P Nice and this and that. And you guys did it the right way. You know what I mean? Invited him on the platform and you guys had your differences or whatever. But that was kind of like an eye opener for me too. Like, you can make shit work.
You know what's even more crazy, because even when that happened, bro was gone. So when he gone, I usually try to like just let him enjoy his vacations and shit. So I seen it on Instagram. I'm like, man, what the fuck is this? So I'm mad as a motherfucker because now I'm thinking I'm used to moving in silence. So I'm telling bro, like, cuz, take that down. Like, we ain't gotta say no more. But I'm not, he's already 3 steps ahead of me when it came to that. So I'm looking at it different. We was really, Flacco, niggas was ready to crash, cuz. Now I'm gonna just say that.
But that's what I was trying to warn against. I was like, dude, you don't know what you're doing.
Because I never, and like you said, I wasn't big on podcasting, so I never really had watched too many podcasts. I wasn't aware of the flack he was getting. I wasn't aware of a lot of the things that he was doing when it came to the street stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm blind really when it comes to it. So now when people, they talk about him so bad now, but at the end of the day, we got our own reasons why we do what we do. We don't really owe people explanations, but we speak on situations to get an understanding. But at the same time, a lot of these niggas that be talking about could be ready to do content with them. These same niggas that be bashing him, that be having flack on us, be ready to. So if he want to meet up, they gonna meet up with him. So it's like it's give or take, and you gotta move how you move and choose the things that you stand on and believe in. And everybody ain't gotta understand why we do what we do.
Right. Like I don't know how many times we got to keep breaking the same story down. The facts aren't going to change. Y'all can spin whatever narrative y'all want. Oh, yeah, they extorting flock, they bodyguarding. We're not we're not bodyguarding. We think we clout chasing.
That's a narrative out there right now?
They saying all this, or y'all don't see the play, Flacco using y'all for protection. Like no, cuz this is the content world. Our day-to-day life is us.
Yeah.
We move how we move. Right. You know what I'm saying? And they thinking like you bringing them to the hood and doing it. We don't do all that. We don't even bring outsiders to the set. So to think we just bringing random people, come show you, we not doing that shit. So niggas be having shit twisted, but I let people keep their narratives because y'all gonna keep our names in y'all mouth and that's gonna eventually keep gravitating us up forward.
This is how it happened. I'm gonna break it down for y'all again.
No, you don't have to.
No, I'm gonna do it because it's your platform. So I gotta. Bro, he started trolling us. Mind you, when people troll us, I know they fans. So every video we would drop, I noticed he would screenshot, send me the screenshot. Oh, y'all only did 1,000 views. Y'all only did this. So he was playing that game. But he's watching the content. So in my mind, I'm already knowing, like, dude, a fan or whatever the case. So I seen the game content and all the goofy shit he was doing. So as he was trolling me, I was out of town. This the video bro was talking about. I was in Colombia at first.
I was in
Colombia at first. So I made the video. Yeah, you fat nigga. Woo, woo. Boom, put that up. He trolled me again. I was in Brazil. P Nice called me when he was at No Jumper because he been there trying to get me cool with Flacco. And I'm like, look, I'm not fucking with dude. He like, nah, bro, I'm telling you, just meet him. He different. He not from out here, but he's solid. Like, he cool. I'm like, fuck that. When I see him, I'm crashing good. So he... and that was, bro, we talked for like 30 minutes or an hour or something, because this is when all the brick shit in him happened and all that. Yeah. So he was just breaking it down. I got back, the nigga trolled me again. I was in the city. I'm like, where you at? He like, yeah, I'm in LA.
This is when you got back from, this is, okay.
Now I'm back in Cali. So I dropped the pin. I like, Kings Park, meet me over here, cuz. Pull up. He said, yeah, you gang members, you trying to go to violence. And you know how he talk. And nigga, I'm not pulling up over there.
Just like an ignorant hood.
Yeah, just like an ignorant hoodlum. So boom, P Nice like, look.
He said, meet me at King Park.
I dropped the pin for cuz. Jesus Christ, ask cuz.
Oh shit.
So P Nice like, look, I want y'all to have a sit down.
Yeah.
Well, I want to do it on y'all platform because I want to talk about the thing with me and Brick anyway and clarify that.
That was a good look too.
So I'm like,
that was a good look, and that was because it didn't have to be that way.
It didn't have to be that way.
That was definitely a good look.
I talked to him on the phone. He just, his content, bro, like, am I good? Like, he really thinking because I already told him, like, when I see you, woo, woo.
Yeah.
So he wound up pulling up, and he like, viral. I'm like, oh, this cuz. Walk up to the car like, hey, bro, look, I know we doing content, but what's all that shit you was saying? Like, we can get this out the way and then do the content. He like,
no.
Nah, bro, it's content. Like, we good. Like, we cool. So I'm like, all right, cuz, woo. That's when I'm like, all right, these niggas be playing this content.
So that was your reality check of like, oh, shit.
That was my reality check. Like,
I still don't even
this is
know
what
that.
they really do. They really do this. We not thinking that.
Because I hadn't even had came up yet. So I'm still looking at cuz crazy. And I'm like, nigga, on insane. Like, with this cuz? Like, on insane. So now I'm looking at it like that. So when I walk up on him, he like, he got his hands out like this. No, nigga, don't put your hands out, nigga. Like, so now, because I'm still feeling away, and they like, nah, cuz straight. Like, but I'm still not thinking he's straight. So I'm just like, then I didn't understand. Like, I thought podcasting, I couldn't believe when I started learning a lot of this shit was WWE. This shit was World Wrestling Federation, fake as a bitch. And I'm like, and I never thought that people even like, This the only way you can get as far as playing with street people. I would believe, you know what I'm saying? If y'all got to be setting this up, but I still stand on how I am. I'm not cool with the streets overspilling into the content.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily wrong if you telling your story or doing certain things, but when you lining up gangs versus gangs and you doing certain shit, a lot of niggas don't know that this ain't what it is. So now you got members on the streets that's ready to take a head off. And they don't have to confirm with you. Some niggas might, some niggas might not.
That's the thing right there. That's the thing, is that it's people that you don't have to talk to. that's gonna do something for you or that's gonna chip because that they cool, I ain't.
Right. It's
You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna make mine.
Yeah.
That's why I take the responsibility of knowing that and always saying this content. So those sleeper soldiers that I know is only gonna confirm with me after it's done.
Right.
Like, yeah, we got cuz. We caught cuz. This content. But this the thing I gotta clarify with Flacco, because this is what they still got misconstrued. We don't agree with everything he does. What made us be able to be even cool with cuz, regardless of what he says, he's a man, he got a right to his own opinion. You don't have to agree with somebody to be cool with him. I started viewing him as just the human that he is. Like you said, when somebody show you who they are, believe them. What we do as people, especially street niggas, if you don't think like a street nigga, you're wrong.
Right.
So once you realize he's not a street nigga, he's not from Cali, niggas from North Dakota, he grew up on the internet. He used to be in chat rooms and shit with academics before they was famous, in Discords before we knew what a Discord was.
Right.
So you know what type of person you're dealing with. His view on the reality is skewed, and he already doesn't understand
everything.
California, on everything.
On everything.
He already doesn't understand California streets. So as you talking to him, it's similar to talking to a kid almost. So when these niggas out here trying to bully cuz and do this and that, I'm like, you don't even get no cool points for this, because cuz really don't know a lot of shit. So we be trying to game him up like, look, bro, don't do that. Now, if he do it and get crashed, that's on cuz.
That's on him.
Because he's still a man. But we don't have to agree with what he says, because a lot of his points are valid about the streets. The problem is you're not a street nigga, so the streets ain't gonna accept that from you.
Yeah, but
you can't say fuck this thing of ours if you're not from this thing of ours.
And we'll be biased because we in it. And that's the way we raised, and like we're not even looking for. It's hard to remove yourself from the situation.
Exactly.
It's very hard to remove yourself from the situation and look at it through a different lens. Like if you think about it, like yeah, I was reckless. Yeah, I was doing some self-sabotage. I was hurting the hood. I was hurting people that love. Like it's if you look at it from that lens of just productivity and what's best for us, yeah, valid points.
Because in 9 times out of 10, we're gonna personalize it. Like you said, if you're a part of it, if you in it, you're gonna personalize it. But cuz has done some crazy wild shit, I would say. But
and we let cuz know.
He's still triggered, but he's not like bro just said, we looking at him as a man first. At the end of the day, we don't have to agree. It's not like we hanging out with him every day, or they like, I don't even know how they even deal with him. It still don't matter. And at the end of the day, like we came to terms after that conversation, like, okay, it's just cool. We wasn't just buddy after that, but he continued to reach out. And then he started looking out in certain ways where it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily doing it just because of these favors, but he didn't have to do a lot of things.
Right.
And people still look at it.
Going out of his way to help.
Yeah,
like,
people still looking at, well, if he didn't do this, if he didn't do that, it's not just about that. But at the same time, what are y'all doing?
Because we didn't ask for no favors. The nigga randomly calls us, hey, bro, I want you to talk to such and such. Hey, bro, I'm going to New York. Pull up. All y'all gotta get the flight hotel. Y'all in there. Hey, bro, come meet Al, come stream. Like, he's doing this randomly. Right. Because he like, y'all the dopest out here. I want to see y'all win. So he's putting action behind that. So when people say, oh, you guys are being bought with favors, I don't understand that, because loyalty is earned through actions. So we in the hood.
We said words ain't shit. Actions is everything.
So if we in the hood, you gain loyalty with your homies through situations. Oh, these niggas over here. Hey, cuz, I'm cornered. Pull up. He pull up with the do his shit. That just earned you a little bit more loyalty. I got locked up. He put money on my books, or he bailed me out. That earned you a little more loyalty. So through these actions, I become loyal to you. We just looking at
learn somebody. Oh, exactly. I know who you are. Okay.
So because he's not doing street favors, they don't view it as real loyalty. They view it as you selling out or being bought. Nigga, he's doing better than street favors in a sense. Right. He's putting us in a position, in a lane where we're trying to get to the success up here where we can actually help the streets.
In the lane that he see you guys working. He see y'all working in the lane. That's giving me clarity on the situation right now, because he's seeing y'all working in the lane, putting in the work. And like, shit, I'm going to give him favors in their lane. I'm gonna help him out. I see some young niggas trying to do some shit. Boom, meet this person.
You know how many niggas? You know how many niggas want to get them favors? Like bro said, the same niggas. Oh fuck, the second cut, like, hey, come up to no jumper and stream.
Boom.
They're up there.
And then it'd be crazy because you can get the flack from people that probably wouldn't even give us a fucking repost.
Right.
And that shit is free. you won't add this to your story. You won't leave a fire in a comment. Like, and you got to be the nerve to be mad at the moves that we choose and the decision we choose to make. And I say this all the time, a lot of people's opinions, y'all not making us no money. That shit don't count for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we gonna stand on the things that we choose and believe in and move accordingly like that. So it's just like, you can have different relationships with people for different reasons. And 9 times out of 10, you're only dealing with somebody that is useful anyway. So people say you can't be used.
What's the benefit?
Yeah, you have to be used. You have to be of value.
Or
you're
you're
not
useless.
dealing with nobody for not. You're not dealing with a female if she's not, you don't feel she's valuable to you. If she can't be used in certain ways, and people are not going to deal with you if you are of no value. Go find a broke nigga on the streets. How many niggas want to be around him? You know what I'm saying? Niggas that do you bad don't even want to pass you the blunt.
Here he goes.
He could be the most solid nigga. But niggas overlook that. You know what I'm saying? Burst off a goofy with some money. Because why? They want to use him.
Be for all whatever, around him.
Yeah, for his resources. But you don't fuck with this nigga. For real. He lose that dollar. You ain't calling him no more. Ask how many people when you ain't got no money, how many times your phone ringing.
Right.
Let you have some bottles, some weed, some bitches.
Hey, what's
niggas
up?
blowing your shit up.
What's that?
What you doing today? Niggas all in your DM.
Get in a car accident, your phone stop ringing. When you can't pick niggas up or get to the location, you ain't invited no more. Nigga, be moving and need help moving. See how many people picking up that phone. Not a lot, bro.
It could be, and that's the crazy thing. It could be simple shit. Go basic, simple shit. Like, damn, like, okay, actions speak louder than words, homie. Like, the honey's gone, no more bees. Like, okay, the honey's gone, no more bees. All right, for sure. I like it here. I like it here. Thank you for exiting yourself, but that's also a blessing. Like, thank you for exiting yourself out of my life. Like, I don't need the excess baggage around me. You know what I mean? But, like, I love what y'all doing. Y'all staying true to who y'all are, and it's not like you guys are going into things blindly. You're thinking about the situation before it's premeditated thoughts that are happening before it's done. Like, you're going over things. It's not like, oh, viral is just doing. Nah, I know y'all putting some thought into the shit and y'all thinking about it and y'all going over the recourse and the path that needs to be taken. So keep doing your shit, man. Like, the sky's the limit. And I'm saying it for y'all, but I really feel like just not y'all. The sky's the limit for all of us.
For everybody.
Like,
that was the message we've been kicking from day one.
That's why I don't be getting. I tell people all the time, you know me, ain't no hating in me. I'm gonna be the first nigga to congratulate you on something.
Right.
You know what I mean? I see you doing good. I don't give a fuck whether you just got a motherfucking pass the class in school or you got you a brand new whip. You got you some brand new shoes. Like, it doesn't matter for me. I don't gotta hate. You know what I'm saying? The only thing it's gonna do is motivate me too.
Right.
And I can see you with it because I know when I get it, I don't need the validation, but I will want that too. Don't hate on me. You know what I'm saying? Same things I wish for myself, the success that I want, that we trying to build, I want that for people too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't get it, but niggas, they don't need this. And I feel like this too. I feel like when we was talking about the comments earlier, not to go too far off topic, I try to stay in the middle. Mm-hmm. I don't go too high when people praise us, and I won't get too low when they going against us, because either way, you're going to eventually be controlled by one of them. Oh, yo, they not praising me no more. You know what I mean? People going to love you, hate you, then love you again.
That's that poem, If.
Yeah.
From Rudyard Kipling. You got to look at failure and success like the same imposter. They both imposters. Like, neither one of those make you. Neither failure don't make you, success don't make you. It's how you react to them. You know what I mean? Like, it's what you learn, the lessons you learn. It's not the trophy. It's not the loss. It's, did you build yourself back up? Did you stay humble? It's like all the shit that goes with it. And we just have to, like, know that eyes are watching and we are really doing shit that nobody thought we were going to do. At this moment,
That's a fact.
Nobody saw us doing that. No one said, Rios, this is what you're going to be doing. No one said, Messiah, Viral, you guys are going to be beacons of light and a voice for the people on a platform. Nigga, we're here. Give us the grace to make our mistakes, homie. Give us grace to make our mistakes. Because
that's a fact.
They gonna let you live it down.
They gonna let you, because look, as much as we do, I'm not a professional at this. Like this, I'm still considering myself pretty much an amateur, but I'm learning from the bumps and bruises. Give us grace. Y'all give everybody else grace, but when it comes to us, we don't deserve no grace. We don't deserve no thought process into it. Like, hey, they figuring that shit out. Let them learn.
This is what y'all gotta understand. Like Rios just said, like bro just said, We all can succeed. There's no limit to success on the planet. Every person can be successful in their own right. The problem is too many people that's in this got a lack-filled mindset. They think it's only a certain amount of success, and if somebody else get it, it's gonna take away from their success. That's inferiority. You think less of yourself. We trying to build the bridges because what y'all don't understand is once we become a powerhouse, now we feed off each other's energy. Rios become a powerhouse. Anytime we need a quick boost charge up, we come sit down with Rios. You cracking again. Anytime Rios, he having a little bumps in the road, hey, come far away, come sit down. He back up there again. Like everywhere
that's how
we
it's
go,
supposed to be.
We say Long Beach. We could easily say, nigga, East Side and St. Crip. Like a lot of niggas be doing, just section off their hood. No, Long Beach. So now whenever we in the building, they say Long Beach in the building. That's opened up the door for all of y'all. But they don't see that.
And you know what? And it's the truth. You talking real facts because it ruffled feathers. You know what I mean? And we don't have to talk about it, but it ruffled feathers as in recognition, like, nigga, Long Beach is in the building. In the building. But we've always been in the building.
That's fact.
That's the other thing. Like, nigga, we ain't never not been in the building or in the forefront of all this shit. So it's like, I love what's going on, man, because every day is a new day. And this is where just what was the election was just not too long ago, right?
Yep.
Like, and they were platforming the runner, Trump, Kamala on podcast streaming. And it's like, this is where everything is going to. Real people on the podcast. It's not the news. It's not TV shows. It's not the movies. It's right here. And they can't keep, like now they can't gatekeep. We got the cameras. We got the lights. You can't stop me from uploading some shit. I can get this message out there.
Legacy media is dead. We are the media now, according to the community guidelines, but more or less, we're the media now.
Yeah.
So you can go straight to the people. You're the source. Whoever is like-minded with Rios or is interested in what Rios thought today, from Rios to them.
Right there. No middleman.
No middleman. So that's the beauty of this. And this is the industry. When you see presidents having to go sit down with Shannon Sharp.
Right.
Having to sit down with Joe Rogan to try to sway the people. Because
Theo
Fox,
Vaughn.
CNN and all that shit is not working.
It's not working.
The people are watching this.
Because they don't trust it no more.
Exactly.
They don't trust it no more. And we're more trustworthy because they see us in real life.
And they don't want you to know, but the people's influence is more powerful than their influence. It's like, yes, the government strategically does things, but ultimately they know the power is in the people. It's just the people don't be understanding that the power is in the people. So
from day one.
Nah, facts.
That's been a day one battle. Like, damn, you don't realize that it's 1,000 y'all only one of him? Like, we got the numbers. Just because you were speaking about Flacco and just coming from a different world, right? Like the social media world, the Discord, the chat rooms and stuff. Is that the new generation? Is that the new generation world?
Yes.
Like, is Flacco from this new generation?
This generation is born on computers. Like I keep telling people, the millennials, we are the last generation of humans who would have been before social media and the internet craze and after. We were the last ones to experience life on both sides of the tracks. My kids, they don't know that. They're born internet, laptop, iPad, and then it's like, okay, I ain't gonna buy it for them. They go to school, the homework's on the laptop or an iPad.
Right.
So you're integrated in the computer. Like I had made a joke on our pod, like, nigga, we down there half AI, half bots as of right now. You can't detach from it no matter how much you want to.
It's over.
It's over. Nobody talks on the phone.
Digital.
Everything is digital. Bro, you got people who will ignore your phone call, then DM you. You called me earlier? Like, that's how attached people are to this shit. Like, it's crazy. So you got to find a way to manipulate it, maneuver it, and not let it control you. That's the battle now. Because it's here, and it's here to stay. They got humanoid robots. They got robots that's finna have sex. I just seen Elon Musk on Joe Rogan. Literally, it dropped today. And he got this, what it's called, Unhinged. And this motherfucker talk to you like a human. Like, it's an app to give you information, but trash talk at the same time. But it sounds like you're talking to a real human. I could see people just at home bored,
talking
to
no
friends,
and it's talking back.
It's people falling in love with trees. Why they ain't gonna fall in love with the voices talking to them?
Dead homies, like, come on.
And that's where we're going.
I like not to cut you
No, go
off.
ahead.
I'd rather somebody fall in love with a damn tree than a damn AI. At least
at least it's alive.
some benefits. Yeah, at least you get some oxygen or something. Yeah.
At least it's alive.
At least you
It's
can
a
ground
living
your
thing.
ass, nigga.
Go on the ground or something.
Yeah.
It's a living thing, but that's where it is right now. We are in a place, like I used to be like, damn, when like COVID happened, it like opened my eyes like, damn, I don't know what next year looks like. I don't know what next year looks like. But now I've even gotten even shorter. I don't know what the next 6 months look like. With this AI and how things are developing and this deep seek and chat GPT and all this information that is being, like, it's really to dumb you down. Like, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to write a report. You don't have to do any of this. You don't have to have no skill. Depend on us. Depend on AI. Like, I got it. We'll take care of it just to make you not even have no skill.
Zero. Really
Zero.
think about this, bro.
And you think about it. How many phone numbers do you know by heart? You know what I'm saying? This is why some things I had to start thinking about, like, because I probably know like 3, and that's probably immediate family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mom, sister.
That I choose,
yeah.
and then I have to, but as a kid, like he said before this, we had to remember everybody's number. You remembered it by heart. You didn't have nothing, or you had a little notebook or something, and 9 times out of 10, it's like technology. I'm trying to get to a point where, because I didn't like where it was going, but it's like you just got to accept it and try to learn how to utilize it to your benefit. Because a lot of people is going to get rich off this technology.
Hey, what y'all just seen was mental telepathy. I had the exact same thought he was just thinking. He beat me to the punch. Literally, we be ping-ponging. That's why people like, y'all brothers? Like, bro, I'm telling you, we be up here with it. Like, the last time I remember, I got on like a humbug. I got locked up on some other shit. Like, I think it was a warrant or some goofy shit. I could not remember a number. When they said, here's your phone call, I couldn't remember one phone number. Thank God one of my coworkers thought to look me up. Like, bro, don't never just call no show.
Yeah.
He just went and looked me up. Oh, shit. Woo, call my peoples. But like bro said, nigga, I used to remember 10 numbers by heart.
Right.
10, like you had to.
You had to.
Before you left the house of school, mom's having you repeat numbers.
What's my phone
this
number?
your auntie number, this your number, this auntie Cheryl and Crystal, like you knew
but even
numbers.
that, you talking to girls, you gonna remember their numbers. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna remember your friends' numbers.
Exactly.
And the same similar thing happened to me. And I had to I only remember the number when I was locked up because of the way you dial it on
the
the
rhythm
thing.
of the
exactly.
the pattern.
So something in my memory just remembered. Like I got some
memory.
but it took about
That
like
shit was
5.
suppressed in there.
It took about 10 times, and then I finally got through to somebody. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. That was the only number I remembered. I said I would never do that again.
Yeah.
It's getting worse,
you're crippled.
bro.
Yeah.
It's crippling you. Like, it's handicapping us. And it goes to, like, I believe a lot, like I said it the other day, a lot of messaging in these movies, right? Like, a lot of messaging in these movies, and they've been telling us like Terminator. That's what Terminator was, AI. And Terminator came out how long ago? That was a robot that and AI that took over the world.
Bro.
Took over the weapons and destroyed the world.
Back to the Future was the same way. If you pay attention to Back to the Future, they been had the 80-inch flat screens, and then when they go to the time frame, I remember watching it in 2014 or something. It was 2014 at that time.
Yeah.
So it's like all those things end up coming in fruition around the time. It's just they putting it out there so we can get used to it. That's why they giving us dabs of these robots, letting the celebrities get it. Then one day you're gonna see 10 of them walking down the street.
Predictive programming. Shout out Papoose. He got one of my favorite lines. Am I jumping to conclusions, or is it fact proven that they use movies to imitate what they doing?
And what year was that? 2004 or something?
That was way back. Because look, I forget.
The fact that you even knew the year, nigga, is crazy.
Nah, because I know exactly what song you
We know
talking
what
about.
tape it was. I'm telling
2004?
you, we don't play with the music because we really
shit.
tapped in.
Oh,
and
shit.
It was a quote. I forget exactly who said it, but they said, "Never watch nothing you don't want to experience in real life," because what they say is the movies. They know your mind creates the reality. So they give you these images to where you're thinking about it and you start scripting that shit out in real life. This is why a lot of people won't watch horror movies. They're like, oh, this is the gateway to the spirits. And really, you thinking about that shit.
You creating it.
And you creating it. It's starting to happen to you. So that shit is deep, man.
To piggyback off what he's saying, and that's what people don't understand. This is the type of talks I like to have for the most part, because like we say, thoughts is powerful, but what's even more powerful is the visualization.
Right.
So this is why they tell you to visualize your future, because when you see it, eventually the subconscious is gonna bring it to you. And that's basically what they do with the images. And that's why you see so much. Why you think it wasn't coincidence? We never seen so much of the, can I say the gay stuff on TV?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking before they flag it and shit. We
Rainbow.
never seen a lot of that on TV, but now that's all you see
Everywhere.
as a kid. But they're putting this on you, and then now you wonder why you be having kids 6, 7 years old watching porn, or you hear about them doing some weird shit at school. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they're constantly programming them, especially if they seeing it through this TikTok and different things. But be careful with the images, like he said.
Listen, y'all think this technology is making life easier. Nobody ever got better by doing things that was easy. Nothing is valuable that's easy to obtain. You're not valuable if you're easy to obtain. Doing things that are hard makes you better. It makes you gain more skills. So really think about this. They now got robots that can do your house chores. That was used to be for your kids, like early discipline. Fold your clothes, make your bed, clean the kitchen, do the dishes. Nigga, we had to do dishes for a week, nigga, straight. Pots, pans filled up. That gave you
Elementary
working morale early. Now, what are the kids gonna be doing? On their iPad while the robot cleaning the house?
Like, it's a convenience. Yeah, it's a convenience. But what are you doing with that inconvenience? So it was inconvenient. What did you add to your plate that you're working on?
Exactly.
What did you, now this robot's cleaning this. What did you do productive that allowed you to do?
Sat on the
You
damn
sat
couch.
and watched a movie. Or you sat, it's just freeing you
Probably
up
ate
to
some bullshit.
right.
Yeah.
And it's crippling, man. I'm like seeing it really take place, and how we're our young generation, we got to get them out. When was the last time you seen kids outside playing? Our group of 5 on bikes, riding bikes. When was the last time you seen 7 kids playing together outside?
Bro,
Never. We
I've been driving
so
a long
much.
time, bro. I can't tell you the last time I drove down a block and a group of kids had a game of football going, and they had to stop and part ways as I came through the street. Because that was us. Every car they went
And
by,
we
oh
was
shit,
mad.
car.
And it's
Mad
like,
as
it's
fuck.
no
Hurry up,
cars
come
until
on.
you get in the- until
Oh,
you get in the
God.
street.
We was in that street every day.
You can go to every block.
Don't see it.
And,
Don't
and
see
you don't
it.
see, when we was kids, you see the basketball courts in the streets. You know what I'm saying? You don't see nothing. We was going to the schools, jumping the gates when the schools
churches.
was closed. You know what I mean? And all day, we might play football here. Let's go play basketball here. Let's go do this. Like, none of that. That is just over with. I'll be stressing into my nieces and nephews like, damn, it's crazy. Y'all really don't. I'll be feeling bad for them because y'all don't get to be outside. Y'all have no social skills. Y'all have no other proper things that can help you to have I'm not saying they won't have a great childhood, but I think that was a little
memories,
different. Yeah.
How they gonna survive? How they gonna survive? Because guess what, y'all? Something is coming. Something's gonna happen. It's been written about. It's been talked about. Something's gonna coming that's dramatic. That is gonna happen. We ain't had an earthquake in forever. A real one out here in Cali. Do our kids know how to survive? Do our kids even know where the candles are? They know where the batteries are, the flashlights, this like little normal stuff, because the car is charged. The GPS will tell us where to go. Now they got the damn Ubers that don't have a driver.
That was crazy. I almost
Hey.
crashed in one. I was just talking about this not too long ago. I almost crashed in one of them dumbass cars, man. I'm speeding. I'm thinking somebody in it. I'm ready to flash on the car. Whole car empty. But it just stopped for nothing because it got an alert thinking one of the cars was going to come out. Yeah, and the car wasn't even moving. It was just on. That motherfucker slammed the brakes. I'm like, this shit crazy.
Hey, what's even more spooky is, never mind the kids, do the adults know how to survive?
No.
We are in a generation full of adults with no skills. Gen Zers are being fired by their job within the first 90 days, like at 40
Wait.
to 60%.
Say that again.
The Gen Z generation,
Right.
companies are reporting they're being fired within the first 90 days, the probationary period.
Then they
Like
talking
at
about the worst-
60%. They
the
said
worst
the worst
employees.
generation of
That's
workers.
a high clip, cuz.
That's crazy.
I seen the stat. I said, this is
That's a
astronomical.
high clip.
This is diabolical. He said they lazy. They
wanna
have
be
no
on their
no
phones.
working morale. They on the phones. They think it's a privilege for the company to hire them. So I'm thinking about, okay, then what's the next generation going to be? If this the generation that's going to train the next generation. Because the workers keep the world afloat. We do. So if this is the working morale of the workers, Where's the world going? To shit. That's why they starting to get these damn robots.
Right.
Like, we don't even need your ass no more.
Did you see the Dark Factory?
Talk to him. Talk about it.
Did you see that?
Talk about it.
So they got it's always been manufactured and production. Now they got the shit with the AI and the robots working in the dark. No lights.
That's crazy. I ain't never seen
A
that
manufacturing line.
I gotta look into that.
A production line.
They said we finna cut down on this electricity.
Graveyard is over. You lost your graveyard shift.
It's over.
No
That
electricity.
shift differential was gone for your ass.
It's over.
Yeah. And it's crazy too because I don't know if y'all keep hearing, they keep talking about like the power outage stuff. Like, what if the world, if everything goes out, then like y'all was talking about survival skills, what is people gonna do? How many people really keeping candles in their house? How many keeping, what's the generators and stuff like that? You're not keeping none of that. Really keeping certain type of food that ain't gonna go bad. Motherfuckers ain't keeping real canned food in their house.
Hey, dude, Ayana tried to throw away and put out to give away some canned food. I said, what are you doing?
That's the survival pack.
This is this is 3 days.
That's a survival pack.
And she was like, oh, I don't know. I just left it out there if anybody. No, we need it.
Yeah.
We need it.
5-pound bag of rice.
Like,
that ain't going bad. Throw that back there.
Exactly.
It's really spooky.
That's what but I think that's what the mission is to have us unable to be independent. They want us dependent on the government. They want us dependent on the government for everything. Food, everything is like the movie WALL-E, like a long time ago, where the people was up in a ship and they bone density dropped just because they wasn't even getting out the bed. They bones was getting smaller and weaker, and they was just fatter. Like, look at America, we fat as fuck,
bro.
That's facts.
Health is wealth. That's why we preach fitness on our podcast. I just seen a comment today. He said, "Viral, I just completed my first 72-hour fast. How you do this shit?" And that made me go, "Damn, we got to keep going because we really influencing people to make better decisions."
But he don't even know.
That's impact.
He don't even know he just built his mental armor now. Now it's gonna be, the next one might be easier for him, but it's gonna make you stronger. It's just, it's wild when I really think about this. And like you were saying, the smarter these phones and the technology get, the dumber we getting. And if you don't use something, you lose it. And people think that. They was telling me crazy because I was like, you can get dumber and stuff like that.
Facts.
They tried to bleed me. But if you're not exercising your mental forces or your power in your mind, you're going to get dumber. And it's going to get ugly out here.
You know who is real valuable, who I like picking their brain that we overlook? Them old guys that look broke down, dirty. Nigga, do you know how many life skills that they got?
So many.
Or I didn't realize this until I started working, like in the field, doing blue collar in the oil field. Bro, these niggas is human MacGyvers. And just
carpentry, mechanics,
these
everything.
Niggas, bro, they teaching me. I'm like, what the? But this is what a dad is supposed to do.
But they grew up on MacGyver. They grew up on MacGyver, watching MacGyver.
Some of the shit these old niggas can do is amazing. If you are ever in a power outage or you out in the wilderness, this who you want to be next to. Not the nigga in the Amiris and the purse. He can't do nothing for you. Y'all finna die. This old nigga gonna keep you alive, bro. These niggas got skills, and I just think, like, damn, if we don't pick their brain and get this knowledge, this gonna be lost knowledge, because you used to pass this down from your dad to your son to his son. Our generation was a disconnect. We didn't get that passed down. So unless you work or you go seek it, we don't have it.
And it's crazy.
It's spooky.
They be happy to give it to you. That's the crazy part. But a lot of people, they already see it's like, you might have to have a conversation and they already have so many years of wisdom to where it's like they're not going to just talk to anybody about it. They got to know that you can connect there. Or they might seek you out, might just get to talking to you about something and understand because they might see it in you. So it's wisdom. Wisdom is a great thing. And I pride myself on trying to learn more every day, learning something new every day.
Like, look at this. I got the Total Survival Guide, but this book right here is so cold. It teaches you like how to, let's check this out. When y'all feel like it's how to do turbines, how to do solar panels, just like, but the reason why I have books is because when the shit go down, you're not going to be able to just look up something on the internet or Google it.
It's over with. They cut the internet off right now. What people doing?
Cooked. Can't Google, can't TikTok.
Hey, you can't even navigate where you going.
You don't even know what a Thomas Guide is. You don't know how to navigate. You don't know any of this. And that's like really what it is right now. Is like, damn, okay, I see the play. I see some stuff coming up. We just got to be ready and make the movement how we make the movement. You know what I mean?
Bro, I hate the fact that I be relying on Google Maps and Apple Maps because I really think like, damn, if this shit ever go down, you don't really have a lot of this shit memorized like we used to. Even MapQuest, you print it out and they telling you, but you still gotta know and look. It ain't no voice telling you turn left.
No.
20 feet, turn right. No, you had to really memorize that.
Right.
Like, we're really cooked out here if you think about it.
Right. We're really, and then we talked about it just a tad bit earlier about the Zelensky-Trump meeting. Like, if people ain't paying attention and looking at what is taking place, he just told another country, you're cooked without me. You need me. Watch the way you talk to me.
Trump be on go.
Like he said, basically told him, watch your mouth.
Pretty much, more or less.
Watch your mouth and watch your tone and how you talk to me, because guess what? You ain't acting grateful and you ain't acting thankful for the shit that I gave you. They call me Trump Javelin because I gave y'all the javelin. Like, I was like...
And Trump know, they know Trump will push them buttons.
Dude, and it's like, oh shoot, this is where we are. That he's talking about two countries having a war with each other. Like, I can yay or nay your existence.
And just watching that clip gave me almost an out-of-body experience in a sense, because I'm sitting here thinking this is really politics. I like to call it politricks.
Mm-hmm.
Two old rich guys having a dispute, getting into it, and instead of handling like men, like, oh yeah, okay, let's fisticuffs, let's squabble up. They're going to go back to their respective countries, call you and your kids to go fight their battle. Hey, I don't like what Trump said. Send your kid to go die.
You damn near a crash dummy.
So it's like, how do you see that and still blinded by you fighting for your country? No, I'm fighting for your ego, nigga, or them resources over there.
Hey, look, the resources.
The same thing they be mad at us about when gangs is fighting for it. Talking, oh, you don't even know why this beef could have started from this, and that. You're doing the same thing.
Same thing, just a different game.
Over one ego.
And you call them, this is patriotic because it's for your country. Okay, whatever. But you hit the nail right on the head. You said resources. You know what the beef is about? Trump is like, I want you to sign over the rights to the minerals of your country. Give me the rights to the minerals and we'll supply.
And everything
That's
we
all
do,
it is.
It's over minerals.
That's all it is.
Everything that y'all seeing right now in real time, Trump is doing things by force in a nice way.
Exactly.
It's like, yes, really, I'm really trying to mark you out for this, but if not, then it's consequences. We're gonna take it anyway. So you could just hand it over, and you know we got the army to do it. So it's like
need us.
The ball in your court right now. Exactly, need us.
He said it's gonna be real bad for you. Like, just you being greedy and selfish, your people are gonna suffer.
I'm marking you out with a smile.
And JD Vance over there tag teaming. Like,
yeah.
That's cold game.
And that's the way of the world, is dog eat dog. That's why I keep telling people everything else is a facade. When it comes down to it, the underlying thing that keeps it going is violence.
Right.
Without the threat of, you see, the first thing he did was World War III. World War III. He threatened him with World War III. What's World War III? Violence. But without that capability, there's no respect that has to be had.
Because there's no threat.
Because there's no threat. He can say, hey, fuck you.
Yeah,
you ain't got no army.
Right.
But no, he got an army and he got bots and drones and nuclear weapons and biochemical weapons, and they know that, and they don't got nothing that can compete with that. So they got to get in line. You think they want to give up the minerals? No.
That's the last thing they want to do. You want to give up your minerals or you want to lose your country?
I got to keep my country and my people alive. So now I got to act like I'm being diplomatic. Well, all right.
So they're like this.
We'll work out a deal.
That
nigga was fuming inside.
Yeah. Minerals might be the only thing left that got me some value.
Right.
That they even hold this position. Because it's like, once you get the minerals up, then what's stopping you from just taking over if you want to?
Dude.
It's like...
Yeah, this shit is tricky.
And he's running like, and I'm not like a Trumper or against Trump. I always see the good and the bad and everything, right? Like, I always try to, like you said, play the devil's advocate. It'd be people that's just all Trump. But I try to get them to say, like, what is something bad that you want him to work on? Mm-hmm. What is it that you don't like about him? Both sides, Kamala, but you get these people that are just drinking the juice and they don't have the vision to see through certain things. Are they like even pro-Obama people? Like our people. They'll look at Obama and Obama can't do no wrong in their eyes.
That's crazy because he did nothing for you.
You could do, but with that, they still will say nothing wrong. Like, he didn't do anything wrong. He did more border shit. He deported more people. Exactly. He dropped more bombs. But because they are biased and they need him to be in the light that they want him to be in. They just right there, like, no.
Bias and ignorance, because the news wasn't highlighting what he was doing, so they didn't have the knowledge to be outraged like they highlight what Trump is doing. If they would have been highlighting everything Obama was doing, he would have been vilified from here to Mars.
Nah, facts.
And he said that shit too.
He wouldn't have doubled up. But it goes back to what we was talking about earlier with emotional intelligence, and then people taking everything personal. It's like, I remember this dude, this older dude, and shout out to Indian. He basically told me, he was like 50, stop putting your prejudgments on things. See shit clear, see shit for what it is. Because when you automatically go off into that space, you're gonna miss certain windows, you're gonna miss certain points.
Because you're only seeing what you want to see.
Exactly. So you cloud it. Just see it for what it is. You look at the TV, you're not gonna just judge the TV. You're gonna look at it clear, it's a TV. Now you might after like, oh, it's kind of small or this or that, you know what I'm saying? But that's how people have to see Trump. See it clear, like you said. You're not going to agree with everything he's doing, but see the things that he's doing in a clear lens and not a clouded or blinded one.
Facts.
So that's how I try to look at it. Like you say, I'm not on either party or none of that shit. We just spectate on what we see.
Right. And try to get the truth and like actually seek the truth. Like if you're not seeking it, you're not going to find it. They are feeding you what they want you to hear.
Period.
It's the brainwashing. And I like Zaya, my daughter, she's 13. She was on TikTok and like I have felt like a different energy from her. Right? Like I just felt a different energy. Like I checked in with my wife. I'm like, have you noticed like something different with Zaya? Like she's just, and she would share videos from the TikTok. Like she would send it to my text message so I could look at it. And some of the videos were like depression kind of videos. Like, and I was like, you see the videos that she's sending? And then we put two and two together. Like the TikTok is got her. Like it's got her. Like let's take a phone. Let's get rid of TikTok. In a week, our daughter was back.
Bro, they said this generation now, when your kid is born, from the time they can understand how to operate a phone for the rest of their adolescent life, you'll be fighting them for screen time. Meaning you guys will be battling on how much screen time they can get. Same thing happens with my kids. The more time they on that phone, the more zombied out they get. Right. I take that phone, they mad for 30 minutes. 30 minutes like after that, you hear them in the living room wrestling, giggling, using, let's play a game, pulling the game from under the tables, blowing the dust off and playing Uno and the shit that normal kids do. Right. As soon as you give them that phone back, he in this room, she in this room, he on the couch in this corner, no interaction. No
socializing. Zombie. And then I believe a lot of with the devices is take away the imagination. So now once the imagination is gone, there is no one to play outside. There is no one to play these games. They don't see nothing else. And I even for myself, like if I'm scrolling too much, it depends. Like I got two pages. I have a fitness page, then I have my regular page. I'll be on my regular page. If I'm on that too long, it'll start fucking with me. I'm like, let me get off this shit. But then when I get on my fitness page, it's all high power stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like those energies still resonate with me even after you sign off. So you could still, that energy could be with you, and this is how you be depressed. Off of nothing. You don't even realize it.
Just from but you are what you consume. Exactly. And that's not just food. What you listen to, what you're watching. You take on those energies and those behaviors. You know what I mean? Like, it's no surprise that other countries were paying into social medias, sending out propaganda for the election.
They said China algorithm is way different from ours. Yeah. They can't even,
because they only trying to produce greatness.
Exactly. Yeah. You see a lot of they shit, they teaching, they doing math, you see them meditating, you see them doing all different type of
instruments.
Shit. Yeah, exactly. It's like, this is all you getting in their algorithm. You can't even get bullshit in they shit.
Right. I don't see no racism hangups. Right. I don't see no distraction, gender shit and this and that. Like, we got so many different things that everybody wants to disagree about. We have so many different levels of disagreement. Like, oh no, we don't do that because of this or this and that. Oh, we eat this way. We do this. We don't agree on anything, which keeps us distracted and not focused on the real problem at hand. We dealing with the red dye shit. I was just learning about the red dye. That shit is just a coloring in the food, but it has all these negative effects. These motherfuckers are so dirty that they was killing us just for a color in the food. Just to color it differently. Yeah. Like your life wasn't worth the color in the food.
Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off. Kendrick say, turn that motherfucker off.
Hey,
programming you.
Let's talk about this because I see you brothers in your communities and doing what you're doing. What do you feel right now is affecting our community the most, and what do we need to work on first and foremost?
I'm gonna let you go first.
He said, I'm gonna let you go first.
I'm gonna let you go first. I always jump out there first.
I
I'm gonna
don't
let you get
care,
your
no,
bars
because
off.
that's a tough question. I gotta really think about that one.
I'm gonna say our community.
Because I don't want to say culture, because it's not culture.
It's not the culture.
It's not culture.
It's our mindsets.
Bingo.
It's not embracing growth. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I went to prison so long, a lot of God did a lot of things for me that I couldn't do myself. Like,
Okay.
I was loyal to a fault. You know what I'm saying? To people that had more love for the destructive part of myself than it was as seeing the growth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And as you start to grow in different ways, or if you're not doing the same things, they're going to stay on a certain plane, and you're going to move here, and eventually it's just like people start fading out your life. And it don't even be no real problems. It just be like you fade away. I'm just in a different space. But what I'm getting at is that why I say the mindsets, because if I'm from where I'm from, if one of my homies decided to say he's done gang banging or doing certain things, I'm gonna salute him.
Right.
Whatever you felt like was better for your life, go do that. You
Right.
know what I mean? You went and found God, that's good for you. I'm
Right.
happy for you. You know what I'm saying? If that brings you peace or that makes you feel that some way, you don't have to be this person forever. And change is the only thing constant. So niggas don't like that, but they like when you destroying yourself or you living in a self-destructive cycle where you wasn't even really happy. You probably really hated yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why you're doing that to yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And when you start loving yourself or really giving a fuck about your life, you start moving as that. But a lot of people don't do that because of their own mindsets or their own ways they feel about themselves. So I think the mindset is the biggest thing. That's why even when I try to speak, I don't like to be on bullshit for the most part, because I want to bring more awareness. You know what I'm saying? And for people to understand it's cool to grow. It's cool to be in a different space in your life. Like we already living to die. Live for something for real. You know what I'm saying? It's something way bigger than what we do here. And that shit don't really be about nothing, to keep it 100.
Bars.
You know what I'm saying? So
Now, he hit the nail on the head with the mindset, because if you think about any other avenue that we need to fix with our community, is start with the mindset. From the fitness, we the fattest people out here. We the most obese people out here by far. That comes with the mindset. We eat bullshit, and then most of our people don't like to work out. Fix your mindset, you fix your body. Our finances, we at the bottom financially of every race. Why? Because we don't have any nuclear families. You got the woman over here struggling. You got the man over here struggling. Then the woman trying to take from the man to make him struggle more. Now the kid is struggling. So we financially decimated. If we could just fix the family structure, the financial structure would go up for all of us. But what? The mindset's cooked. We don't even believe in families. Women will have a baby before they have a damn wedding. And you ain't got to go to the courthouse to have a wedding. I mean, just even an old-fashioned wedding. It's like
Jump over the broom.
They look at you crazy if you get married before you have a baby first in our community. Like, what? Why y'all getting married? You ain't even pregnant. Like, weird shit.
What?
Like our whole
mindset.
mentality is cooked. The streets mentality. We do all this gang bang. Oh yeah, woo, woo, kill a op, shoot a op, boom, boom, boom. And then you go to jail and be cool with the same ops.
Right.
You go get life, and then now you can never really bang on the op again. Or because you fucking up the program, we gotta live here. So now your homies is gonna demo you. The same homies that was on the street with you, having you crash and giving you praise for crashing, is gonna now crash you for crashing in here.
Right.
So why are we out here crashing then? It don't make
It's backwards.
It logically doesn't make any sense. So every part of our community that needs to be fixed is our mindset, even our lack of knowledge on things. We don't pay attention to nothing politically. Whether you believe voting matters or not, you still need to know what's going on. Even if you realize two wings, same bird, okay, let's see what game they playing.
What's on the ballot? What's the prop? Like, you just
Exactly.
at least know the prop.
We need to be moving pieces on the chessboard. Even if it's one big game, we need to learn how to, okay, this the rules of the game. This how they breaking the rules. Okay, this how we can break the rules and get ahead. We don't even want to learn. We look at it, fuck it, Bad Girls Club, baddies. Oh man, the plumber nigga fighting.
Yeah. Ninja Turtle.
Hey,
Ninja Turtle, like,
I ain't gonna lie, that nigga clip was viral. That shit was funny as a
out there
motherfucker.
knocking.
I had never seen it, but Cub was like, nigga, that shit was comedy as fuck.
That nigga caught 30 fades in 3 days.
My mind is hurt.
That
on the
nigga
set.
was killing me.
That's-
We focus on the wrong shit.
thing.
That's what it is.
Wrong
Like
thing.
we don't own nothing. We don't have no conglomerates. We can't do what Trump did and tell a nigga, yeah, World War III.
Yeah.
We looking for other communities to help us. Oh, they keeping us down. They doing us wrong, but we ain't trying to do nothing to do right.
We looking for that savior. We're looking for somebody to pick us up out of the hole that we're in. And mindset, that's a beautiful way to look at it, because mindset is so many different things. How you think about everything. Think about what you're spending your money on, what you buying, why you want something more expensive than you outliving what you make. You outliving your income. You know what I mean? Like, but to that aspect, it's also, oh, Obama's the president. Why everything ain't fixed? You don't know nothing that's happened in local government. You don't know anything that's happening inside your city. You ain't voting for the shit inside your city. For recreations, for more money to go to the parks, for more stuff for programs, for education. It's little small things that we're not getting involved with, because I really feel like there's not a lack. There ain't no community no more.
No, it ain't. It's
There
every
ain't
man
no
for
community.
self. Every man for self. I need to get the bag so I can stunt on the gram. Niggas ain't even trying to get the bag to make shit shake. Niggas trying to get the bag to stunt on the gram. I just wonder, what would y'all be trying to get the bag to do if we eliminate social media?
Yeah,
Niggas trying to get the bag strictly for social media. Niggas ain't trying to do nothing with the bag for real.
right. It's like, what's the point? What's the purpose? Who even raised you? You know what I mean? Like, we are not doing the small things. We're jumping past the first 10 steps and going to 11. And after we spin that, we're right back to 1, because we haven't set anything in place. And then just like all of our brothers that's passing away, and the expenses of funerals and this and that, and we're not passing wealth down. Wealth is not being passed down by us. Like, we're not giving as we go.
You're right. And it's like, psychologically, we are fucked. But it's like, at what point are we aware and we see clear enough, like, all right, they did a number on this. Where do we move from here now? How do we progress from this point? Because people don't understand they really did a number on us. And now it's like, we want help from everybody else, but we damn sure we ain't helping each other.
Right.
We ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? We quick to put another nigga down. As soon as a nigga go viral, he's the topic of discussion. But let another race go viral, we're not bleeding him or crucifying. Like you said, they not giving us no grace. You ain't getting no grace. But people act like they don't make mistakes. And then what a lot of people do is they so quick to grill other people because they hide. They're just better at hiding themselves. We all fucked up in some form. Life gonna do that to you regardless. I don't give a fuck who you is. You ain't making it through life without going through some type of suffering or something that you probably don't want other people to know about you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we all fucked up in a sense, but more people want to act like they better. Then it goes back to how to sell to a Negro. I don't know if you ever paid attention to them clips. That's what you just was saying. It's just in a different level now. You go to the store, you go get a car, or Wooty Whoop gonna like this car,
Right?
Or you go your mom or somebody go get some dishes. Oh, she gonna be hating on these. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're not even doing it for yourself. You doing it to get acknowledged or to stunt on somebody else. And I tell people all the time, stunt with your niggas. I don't want to stunt on you. What's the use of me getting millions of dollars and then my brother ain't got shit?
Right.
And then I'm enjoying this shit. I'm not gonna be able to enjoy it the same way.
You're the only one on the hill.
Exactly.
Like, I want to be on the hill looking down. I want to be the one y'all look up to, like, oh, he got it. Why can't we all be up here?
Nah, we got it. Yeah, we all got this view. We all on this yacht.
Right.
We all living how we supposed to. And you can't live your best life until you excel in certain areas, I believe. Far as you need money for everything, even though money ain't everything. But it's like, you can't be the best version of yourself.
Facts.
When you in survival mode, you're the worst version of yourself.
Right.
Because now you're clouded to where the morals don't even comprehend right. Because you like, I got to do anything to survive. So a lot of these things, I believe, it goes back to the mindset. Once we start cultivating the minds and people want to be better and do better, then a lot of things will start changing.
Facts.
100. And you talked about being in the workforce and are meeting older men that have all these tangible skills in different areas. I thought I was vicious with what I was doing, right?
Man.
But I was vicious at one thing. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I know this.
They mastered it.
You know what I mean? I'm cool at this, but then you meet an old dude that's like, no, I know this, and this. There's nothing I can't do. It's like, we got to start having these tangible skills, like where we can, in our community, where I could go to viral, like, hey man, do you got a plumber, or you got a drywall guy, or you got a roofer? Who are we using? Like, where's our networking? Where's our community that we're keeping in? Like, we're getting left behind even in that aspect. Like, where it's like, damn, I can't even reach out to my brothers to get some network, something done here. Or, hey, you got a mechanic, or you got this, hey, who's selling cars? Or you got a real estate agent. Like, we should have that community. And like, at this point, like, I'm not saying it's going to fix everything. We have to build back the community. Like, and it's going to be us. You know what I mean? Like, we have to be the change that we want in the world. Like, I just see shit and it's like frustrating. And it, like, I try not to let it affect me emotionally, because I'm a part of the problem also. You know what I mean? So I take accountability for that. But I'm like looking at the contractors that are working on the houses and this and that. Every single one is not us. Every single one is not us. Every single one. Not even one is us.
You know what's even more crazy? The black dollar is like the most spent money. Like, we spend the most money.
Yeah, we the biggest consumers.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
and
like,
it doesn't circulate through our communities. And here's a huge problem. It starts at home. Y'all got to stop having abortions, man. I don't give a damn about this my body, my choice. Did you just hear what he said? Not one person on that crew was us. You know why? We could have had 50 crews of us. Y'all aborted them all. Go look at the abortion numbers of how many doctors, lawyers, state officials, presidents, judges, cops, firefighters that we could have had in our community. These networks he's talking about, plumbers, electrician, HVAC workers, y'all aborting them all. Y'all are killing them all off.
I would say it's part of that, but then I think a lot of our people be feeling like we too good to work these type of jobs. Yeah,
and you know what I'm saying? It's a great paying job, and it's like, it's a great job. Becoming a journeyman, and really,
you go to the hood though, and they gonna clown you for it. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't full time hitting legs,
because your 10 racks ain't in cash.
Hustling, yeah, exactly.
Because your 10 racks ain't in cash in your pocket.
But what these niggas don't realize,
that money feel way better when you doing crime every day. You know, like in the back of your mind, you gotta worry about too much. I gotta worry about the pigs. I gotta worry about the way I'm going to scout this, and any day it could crumble. Right. You know what I'm saying? So there's no peace. There's no peace either. You're never really living at a certain point to the way you want to. You might cloud it with the drugs and the pills, the weed, and the drink. You might bury that like we was talking about earlier, but 9 times out of 10, if you was moving sober, you're going to be thinking too much about a lot of that shit.
Right.
And like, I heard a good quote. He said, the money made on the sidewalk lasts way longer than the money made on the street, because you got to actually put in time and effort and blood, sweat, and tears to get that money legally, so you respect it more. When you hitting licks, it's the money leave as fast as you got it.
Yeah, because
you give it away,
no real effort.
Fast you got it, no real effort. You didn't. I mean, I just got it like
you don't
this.
Respect it, like
and
you said,
I'm back in my mind. I'm just gonna hit another lick when it run out.
Exactly.
But when you go sit down in that cell, you like, damn, I didn't make enough to be sitting here all these years. Because they said for every year you ball on the street, you usually could add 5 years of prison time on that. So if you ball for 3 years, you're going to spend the next 15 behind the wall.
That's the statistics.
That's the statistics right so now. How much money did you make?
Was 3 good summers worth 20 years in a cage?
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying?
And then when you break down that year of how much you made annually, it was no different than a basic paying job. You just got the spurts in large spurts here and there. Yeah, you got a $50,000 lick, but then the next 3 months after that, your ass was broke as hell trying to find another one. At the end of the year, you made what? 40,000, 50,000 maybe.
Right.
You could have got that out of a fucking job.
Right. You could have got that doing. It's like we're not getting the regular guy is not getting the recognition. You know what I mean? Because the regular Joe Smo, me, how I was for years, I was making good money doing what I was doing, but that wasn't celebrated. You know what I mean? Like, that wasn't celebrated. I'm like, shit, this nigga building rockets from the hood. Like, that's not a story told. But what the story's told is the dude that's charging it up, throwing money, buying bottles, and then all that money is gone. we just got to be that's where it's at right now. Like we have to be, because we are in a privileged position now. Like we are in a really, both of y'all coming out of the cell, out to where you guys are now. Like that's trials and tribulations. That's a story that needs to be told. Like, nah, nigga, like you don't have to have it from the beginning. You can grind for it. You can learn. You can change and get to this position. And what you guys are doing, you're more relatable than anybody out there for our babies.
Exactly.
Like, to be honest, who's more relatable than y'all? Name one.
Exactly. That's why we do the content. That's why we do the content that we do. Because if you get the teacher or the preacher, we don't care what you saying. You didn't live the life we live, you can't relate. You can't say that to a nigga who done been on the front line with you, who done been to the county jail with you, who done been to prison with you. We know the struggle. And we still transition and showing you in real time.
And still living the better life.
And still choosing to live the better life. So it ain't no excuse. If we can do it, it ain't no fucking excuse. Because we was dead broke with you, sleeping on the same fucking mattress. And roaches crawling on our back in the middle of the night. Nigga, we done been there just like you. Turn on the kitchen light, kitchen full of roaches, nigga. You don't even want to eat out the dishes.
Yeah, exactly.
We been there. From there to the pyramids of Egypt, and this nigga in fucking Peru and Dubai and on camels, and like, bro, we done really lived it up. We done really lived it up on both sides of the fence.
But they get it misconstrued. A nigga done been through hell and back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they don't understand that. You just look like this, but it's like you gonna go, we done been through the fire. I'm gonna just say that much. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
but that's the story that needs to be told, because it's people in the fire right now. Right. It's people that are in that fire that think that there's no way out.
Exactly.
Like, nah, look at me and my brother. What's the odds? The odds are good if you do the right thing. If you put in the work, you can do it. It's people right now that are struggling that need to hear y'all's story. And that's why we got to get that out.
And that was partly mainly why, I ain't gonna say mainly, one of the reasons I was thinking, even when we started, like what bro was talking about with the podcast, because it's like, man, I done did a lot of suffering throughout my lifetime. So it's like, but I'm still able, it didn't fuck me up to where it changed me in the sense of the way I view the world, or had to make me just to where you want to give up. You know what I mean? You always have those moments, but it's like it makes you stronger in a sense where people don't understand. Like, and I think who was it? Jay-Z said it, the thing's not happening to you, it's happening for you type stuff. Like everything is for your greater good, even though it's hard to realize that in the moment you're going through something. Mm-hmm. It's like there is going to be light if you start to believe that, and start your expectations that have to be in a positive mindset. That sounds so cliche to people, but it's true. If you think about people with negative mindsets, their energy is terrible. You don't even want to be around them. They complaining all fucking day, get around you, calling you, draining you. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't even answer the phone for you.
Get out my car,
cuz. You fucking my day up.
You have a rebuttal for something else. You want them to look at it another way, or not even that. They complaining about anything. You like, cuz I can't
talking about
that
that girl every time you see him, like this. And,
I see why you keep going through so much shit, nigga. You don't even know you addicted to this shit,
right?
Yeah, you addicted at this point.
You addicted to the drama.
You're not even trying to look at it no other way. And it's like we said, the mental battle is the hardest battle, but that is the battle you have to face with yourself every day. And a lot of people don't want to face themselves. People can't be alone.
Mm-hmm. Fact. This is why
that's a great one. People can't be alone.
I'm gonna say this before we pivot to that. This is why it's pivotal to never hate. Never hate. Because when we look at success, think of like an iceberg out the water. The tip that's hanging out the water, that's the success. But that big ass iceberg at the bottom, that's that struggle we was talking about. And you don't know what struggle a person had to go through in life to reach that point of success. Mm-hmm. So don't just be looking like, oh, this nigga, they own. Yeah, you forgot about them days where they was fucked up for 20 years, struggling. Don't hate. Tip your hat. I'm telling you.
You didn't see Viral doing editing at 3 a.m. before he go to work.
Nigga, you wasn't there for when we had 3 followers when I started the page. My page, my girl page, and my dog's Instagram. 3 followers, nigga.
Oh, every everything.
Nah, I was
Uploaded videos, zero views,
I was a follower.
Cuz follow from prison, nigga.
Yeah.
You
Hey.
niggas wasn't there for that, cuz.
Y'all wasn't there for the 23-1.
Dead homies.
Y'all wasn't there when I took 12 years.
Man.
Niggas don't know that.
Niggas wasn't
Niggas
there.
wasn't there when I went to trial. Nobody was in that courtroom but my brother, my mama, and my sister. Niggas didn't see that.
Y'all-
Niggas didn't see when I was in trial, my mama running out the courtroom.
Right.
These niggas don't know. So it's like, I don't go into that yet. I feel like as we transition or we start to meet those right people to get us to get to those points, but niggas don't understand it. They just see it, and niggas was mad. I was going on trips when I came home. Like, nigga, y'all just forgot?
What?
You
Dead
just
homies.
forgot.
What?
You just forgot everything I was going through.
Man, you going on trips.
Niggas mad you be going on trips, fool, because
niggas be
they
mad.
want to go on the trip.
Bro.
Y'all wasn't there,
I
nigga.
said, nigga, you been out. I'm in the county jail fighting for the set,
Yeah.
going through this shit and on prison yards and shit like that, getting on my nerves, politicking every fucking day because niggas is doing stupid shit. And then it's like, nigga, when you come home, you're mad. Not mad, but it's not the direct hate. It's like, damn, like, nigga, you doing this?
Yeah, what you got going on? Like, yeah.
Nigga, I should be, nigga.
Man, where your ass at now?
Yeah, exactly. That shit crazy. You really get them calls like, damn, nigga, like, and then it's the same thing, but people don't understand when you in there. You get you calling people from prison and you calling to check on people and they acting like they want to put money on your books.
Right.
Now you waiting for canteen. You go to there, nigga, you put your store list in, ain't no store came.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
Pump
Ain't
faking.
nothing, yeah.
Pump faking.
You didn't even have to do that. You didn't even have to tell me nothing. I was calling to make sure you was alive. I'm worried about more your well-being than you even give a fuck about me.
You volunteered some fake shit.
Exactly.
You
for nothing.
volunteered a lie. Like,
Crazy.
nigga, I didn't even ask you for that.
Bro, I'm telling you, niggas don't know. Y'all wasn't there for them 401k loans to get the lawyers.
Facts.
3 lawyers, 3 attorneys. 10 bands here, 15 here, 5 here. That's house money. That was my house before 30. No, oh, bro in the jam, lawyer fees.
Right.
Oh, this lawyer trying to railroad cut. Gotta get another one. Niggas don't know about them sacrifices, cuz niggas wasn't there for that shit.
I went through 6 lawyers. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like 3 public pretenders. We had like 3 other real ones. And then, like I say, niggas don't understand. Like, I remember these days when they would come see me in the county. I never forget. I don't even think my nephew remember one day. They came to see me like right before his birthday, and I was asking him like, damn, like, what you want for your birthday? He hella young at this time. And I'm like, I'm gonna make sure your daddy get you whatever you want.
Yeah.
And he tell me I want you to come home.
Oh, shit, bro.
I say,
damn.
and mind you, at this time, I don't know when I'm coming home.
Hey,
So-
kids can hit you.
yeah. So
Like, ooh.
at that, it's like, damn. So I'm like, you got anything but that. This nigga start boohoo crying. I don't know if you
man.
remember that. Yeah, well, Cash, my nephew was hella young, and I'm just like, damn. So now you think you come back from a good visit, you go back, you go lay on the bunk.
Hurt.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't even want to talk, nigga.
Because
yeah.
out the mouth of the babes is the truth. Like, out the mouth of the babies is the truth. Like, I what do I want, nigga? I want you home. I don't want shit. I want you to come home.
I'm like, damn. Then you don't realize until as you start growing and getting older and being more aware of things of how your actions affect other people.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how. You could be around certain people and based off of your energy, you don't know how much life you putting into them. Or just being yourself.
Speaking life, you can speak life or death into anybody.
Right.
That's right.
Exactly.
But you wanted to touch on, he had brought up a point, Messiah brought up a point about people are scared to be alone. People don't know how to function or be active by themselves. They need a supporter or somebody to hold their hand through situations. Nah, like, go be yourself. Go figure out who the fuck you are. Who are you? And I was just telling Messiah, like, dealing with the passings, right? Rest in peace to the brothers that's gone.
Chief Rails, man.
Peace rails, cuz.
And so Trey Rails was like, I remember giving him dollars to go to the liquor store when he was young. You know what I mean? Like, I'm older than, and like when I don't drink anymore and I don't smoke or anything. And I was on like a live in the morning and I was just like, somebody said something about their homeboy and I was like, yeah, rest in peace to Trey Rails. But it triggered a different emotion in me that I had not been aware of because all the shit back in the past, I was drowning the shit in alcohol. And now the feelings are way more surface level. Like, it's like, oh shit. And I got caught up and I was like, damn, that's a different feeling. Shit is real now. And it's just like, how do we, now that we're like in the age and the maturity that we are, how are we dealing with past traumas, our emotions now? Because you talked on emotional intelligence. How are you compartmentalizing, or are you dealing with the emotions?
I compartmentalized. Like, it was to a point I couldn't be by myself. So I would be out to 2 a.m. on a work night. Or I was literally every day of the week, I had a different female come over. Where I'm exhausted to the point it felt like I just ran a marathon on Jesus Christ because I couldn't be at the crib alone, because it was a time where I'm doing the co-parenting thing before my kids started living with me full time. So while they're gone, the house, when they say silence is loud, it's loud. I'm used to them running around, banging, throwing shit. It's just me now. Man, I'm on Tinder swiping, or nigga, I'm at the bar for no reason. That's how I started drinking more, because okay, the bitch is coming over, they want to drink, so now I'm drinking on the work night. And what made me flip the switch, I got kicked out of my spot. I was living across the street from the town center on 216th.
Okay.
Right behind that gas station over there by the Denny's. My neighbor, bam, I'm knocking her back, friends with benefits type shit.
Yeah.
We getting fucked up. We off the Jack and Coke.
The Jack is crazy. That shit tastes like you licking this wood or something. This Jack Daniels is crazy.
What is that? Oak?
That was my Jack Daniels days, cuz. So, bam, we get fucked up.
I'm gonna help you out. Because it's just
yeah. Okay, there it is. Yes, I be touching mics too much. We getting faded. Boom, we get cracking. Paws get cracking. I'm like, damn, I'm hungry, cuz. I get up to go make some noodles of all things.
Yeah.
Boil the water, crunch them up. I go sit down, they got pass out. Next thing I know, I wake up, the damn fire department's in my house. My house is smoked out. They pulled me out the house butt ass naked. Firefighters and shit waking me up. I'm faded, crazy, delusional. They like
marathon itself into a fire, nigga.
Fact, that's wild.
That's an epic session, nigga.
I boiled the water.
He had a legendary
and
session.
never went back.
And the name and you would think she would check on the nigga. Like,
she was out.
I know it.
She was out.
No, she went out, nigga. You put her out,
yeah,
nigga.
Exactly. KO'd the bitch.
You put her out.
Yeah. And this what saved us. We didn't go upstairs. We got cracking downstairs because it was 2 stories. So, smoke rises.
Yeah.
So
it was that bad of a burn.
That bad, bro. Like, all the smoke is coming out from under the door. And the only thing that saved us, the neighbors saw it on, I guess, they Ring camera or something. They seen all the smoke.
What?
Called the firefighters. And they, boom, had to kick the door down.
Oh,
knock
she
the
was
door
there
off the
too?
hinges. Nah, she was in the house, sleep.
Damn,
we get
so
cracking. We both naked.
So both of y'all in the house.
Both in the house out. And we would have died from the smoke.
And if people don't
had
know
the
about
neighbor
smoke inhalation,
not seen it and called, because they could have seen it and just went back in the house. But they called and they bust the door down. So they like, damn, y'all was minutes away from dying.
That's
if y'all was
crazy.
upstairs, if y'all would have got cracking upstairs from sleep, y'all would have been dead from the smoke.
And when that smoke in your lungs is over, there's nothing they can do about it.
Yeah, it's not the burn that kills the people. It's the smoke inhalation.
I'm like, cuz, I gotta stop drinking, gang. Like this, I gotta chill, nigga.
Yeah.
I couldn't even wake
They almost
myself
died
up
because of the drink. Yeah,
oh God, that shit
Like,
is over with.
We laugh and like that's.
You can laugh at it now, but that's some real shit. Yeah.
But the thing is, like the underlying message there is that we be self-medicating.
Exactly.
Like we be self-medicating, trying to heal the pain of our everyday life. And it's like me and Messiah, right before you got here, were talking about like, it ain't like it. We shouldn't have to deal with that kind of stuff. Like that's not what we should have to deal with. Like, and not by choice. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, you don't got to be in the hood gangbanging to deal with the pain and the losses that we do. I got cousins that ain't got nothing to do with what I do, but they dealing with the same losses because it's the same friends. And so they be like, oh yeah, it's because you chose that life. No, it's people out here that didn't choose a life that they're still dealing with the same hurt I'm dealing with. People losing family members left and right. And then let's go smoke 5 blunts. Let's just drink all day or whatever. It's really fighting with that feeling that I had at that. And that was the first time really in like 2 years where I felt like I needed to do something about how I was feeling.
And it's the worst part.
No, go ahead. No, obviously I deal with mine a little different. Like I think over time you become desensitized to things, but like you say, I think speaking it or stuff like that, it's like it's giving you that reality like they never coming back.
Never coming
back. You know
back.
what I'm saying? So I have to do a lot of different things as far as like I have to meditate, even though I'm up and down with that, but I have to channel and learn. You process things differently when you do that. You know what I'm saying? And keeping the right mindset, I believe, is what can help you. But it goes back to what I was telling you earlier. We so fucked up. It's like, I think that's where a lot of people get. I'm not there yet, but I'm already knowing in my head, like, once we do get to that space, you have that survivor's guilt. Because it's like other regular civilians, when they get the fruits of their labor and they make it, they get to enjoy that with everybody they grew up with, all of their friends. You know what I mean? A lot of my friends is doing life in prison or in the motherfucking grave. So it's like, once we do get to that point of being successful, it's like, damn, you're going to think about like, oh, I wish this person was here. Even when I do just when I go on trips and stuff like that, it's like, I wish everybody could experience this. But you get to those levels and it's like, man, if they would have been in a different lane, their life expectancy would have lasted longer.
Right.
So,
facts. And the way I deal with it now, instead of self-medicating, you just got to face it, man. That's just what it is. Because you could get drunk, get high. All it's going to do is amplify it that much more when your high comes down or you sober up. Now it's going to hit you that much worse. And now you feel like shit because you were just faded. So you still got to face it regardless. The way I deal with it, the gym Go work that shit out.
Therapy. Gym is therapy.
The gym is therapy. The
gym is better than any pill, any depressant, anything they can give you.
The gym, I go to the beach, take my shoes off, walk in the sand, and just sit there, just stare at the ocean. Do that for an hour, read. That'll help clear my mind. I'll go back home. I'm refreshed now. Like I just had a complete reset. Or hiking. The key is to get closer to nature because that's how we naturally were supposed to be. This is why in the cities where it's no trees or like New York or somewhere that's congested, concrete jungle, you notice the mindset is way different than somebody who maybe live out near the jungle. Yeah. Like if you ever travel, you go to Hawaii or something, or you go somewhere
where
it's a lot of
chill,
bro,
relaxed.
just even being around the trees makes you feel different as a person. So I try to get closer to nature for sure.
Like even the common sound of water. Actually, like hearing the waves crashing on the beach, all of that stuff is like therapeutic, like brings
it's a vibration.
Yeah, exactly. It balances it out. And that
I didn't have to sleep with that shit before.
Really?
With the water
on
the
TV.
Sounds,
My son sleeps with the rain. Like there's
I done did that before too.
Yeah, that's common.
And I used to I don't know if it's addictive, but I used to have to sleep with the TV on.
Me too.
With the TV on.
I used to. I
Family Guy.
I had the way to get up out of that. I had to stop doing that. But it's go back to what y'all was saying too. Like the silence for me, I love the silence. Like because it allows me to be in a space with myself. And then I just think, not to keep going back and forth, but like you said, the key is accepting. Because we know at some point everybody's checking out. You're not making it out of here alive. So, but I think the biggest part when it comes to people like us is that how the transition happens. Yeah. So that's what fuck you up more. It's not even about because you see some natural causes. It's just like it's easier to accept.
Accept that.
But when you feel like somebody was taken from you, you're like, oh no, like I can't really just accept that.
I can't eat that.
So I think that's one of our biggest problems too. So
And both of y'all are. Like, I'm not a big traveler, right? I had too many dogs for a long time, too. 2 big-ass Cane Corsos. And I tricked myself into believing that I don't like to travel because that's how I dealt with having dogs and not being there. I'll trick my own brain into thinking that I'm something just so I can have an answer for it, right? I'll play my own mind game on me. Tell my like, I'm good. We got the dogs. I don't even like to travel anyway. Just lying to myself, right? But both of you, what triggered the travel? Like, what triggered that?
My girl sparked it.
Okay.
My girl sparked it. We never traveled ever when we was kids.
We wanted to, though.
We wanted to. Our trips were to Pine Square 16. AMC 16 right on there. Pine, nigga. Right. That was our vacation. And like I've been to Vegas. I went to Louisiana for work, but it wasn't really like a vacation. Like, so when I got with her, she had already done some traveling and shit. Cause she from Egypt and her family, they move around. So she like, you got to get a passport. I'm like, I'm gonna get it. No, she went and got the paperwork, filled it out. I come home. She like, only thing you gotta do is sign here. Bam, mail that in. Bam. So I think the first time I used it, went to Mexico, something light. where did we go? I forget. I think we went to Cabo or something. And then after that, like every couple months, we just started going places. And COVID really turned it up.
Right.
Because everybody was scared to travel. So all the flight prices were dirt. So every chance we got, we booked the flight.
Boom.
Gone.
I saw that. I was like, this is
Nigga,
everywhere.
every
international for real.
I saw it.
Every month, bro.
I used to be on my phone in the pen. I see this nigga. I'm like, damn, I should tell that nigga, like, nigga, I'm living through you while I'm in here, nigga.
And I look at you like, guess we on a trip today.
Yeah, exactly. I used to tell, because he used to post so much. So I'm like, nigga, post more. Nigga, I need to see this. Like, damn,
Dude.
I'm telling people in there, damn, my brother went here. And I see that nigga in Egypt. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I'm low-key sick. Because I'm like, I'm not sick. I'm happy for him. But
You
I'm
wanna be
sick
there.
because
You
I
wanna
know
be
if
there.
I was out, then I probably would have had the opportunity to be there. Yeah, so it was more, but I was happy because I know what he came from. You know what I'm saying? And I know what he been through. So it's like, damn, that's a good look. And for me, it was just like, he was already still traveling, and it was like I just fell in line. And then the female I was dealing with, she loved to travel. So shout out to her too, because she put me on a lot of different places also. And I was like, man, them experiences there was a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And once you travel, I don't care who you are, your mind, you're not returning the same. You're going to look at things different to the point where you're going to say, fuck these clubs, fuck all this hanging out here. You don't even want to do none of that. You like, nigga, this has nothing on this. And experiencing, when I travel, I do what they say. When in Rome, do what the Romans do. So everywhere I've been, I try to embrace their cultures. And
Acclimate yourself to their culture.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, you see a lot of things that mattered here don't fucking matter here. The designer don't matter. You don't even think about it. You out there low-key looking stupid because everybody's down there dressed one way, or they don't care about that. The foreign cars, all that stuff don't matter. These people are having real human experience interactions. You know what I'm saying? It's just a whole different ball game. I tell anybody you should. You know what I'm saying? Save a few checks. It's not as much as y'all be thinking sometimes, but depending on where you go, even if you just stay in the States and go local, but traveling is...
Now, traveling is lit, and get a good female in your corner because they'll open up your minds to things that we'll never think about. You know, in the hood, we get money, let's go to Vegas, cuz.
Right.
We can turn around. Niggas never think, let's get a passport, go here, go there. The furthest niggas that think to go is Miami.
Right.
But your girl, my girl, that's all she do. Like during it, hey, I see the flight pricing. Nigga, God. She does it so much, sometimes she get me mad.
She got
man, you know we gotta pay this on. We paying this. Bitch, we just paid. You steady sending me these damn flights. Man, let's just book it now. So she really pushed me to do it, and I'm thankful for it because I would never have thought to do any of that. And it was full circle when he came home. We started traveling together. So he go from watching me in Egypt in the prison cell to we in Colombia together.
We in Miami.
We in Miami.
We on the cruise.
You know what I'm saying? We on the cruise ship. We in the Bahamas. We in Turks. And he was just watching all this.
Yeah.
And a lot of niggas in the hood would be like, thank you, bro.
And I want to say,
I'm living through y'all because I narrate the trips like a book.
Right.
And now,
I got 50 stories, nigga.
And I was the opposite. I still wasn't used to the phone shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, why do everybody be on that shit? Because I'm like, if I'm doing all this, I'm going to miss what I'm here for, what I'm experiencing. But I started doing the same because I thought about my niggas I left in prison.
Yeah.
They doing the same shit that I was doing with him. And it's crazy because it came full circle for me because after a certain point, when I started learning different things while I was in a pen, I used to put pictures up of places that I wanted to go.
Oh, shit.
So I had a visual because you know I wasn't seeing outside like that. Well, you really wasn't seeing outside. You sit the prison yard and your cell. But I started putting visuals of places. Even if it just looked nice on a piece of paper out the newspaper, I would cut it out. Oh, I like how the view looked.
Yeah.
And it started doing that. And then it came to fruition. It was like full circle. I'm like, damn, did I manifest this?
Yeah, you did.
I
what
know,
do they call that?
Like a vision board.
A vision board.
Yeah. And I was doing that unconsciously though. Yeah. Just because I wanted to look at something different. I always thought like, yeah, I did want to go somewhere. Like, and it lined right up. Like that was crazy.
And was it from that first trip? Because I'm the same as you. I still haven't traveled that much. Like y'all way past me by far. But I did enjoy when I did travel. And it was my wife who got me to, she's like, we got to go places and do things, but I'm trying to do this and this, that. Was it the first trip where y'all was like, oh, this is lit. Like, I'm out here. Like
the very first trip, because I look at life like a book. Every day is an empty page. and you decide what you put on that page. So I look at traveling that way.
Okay.
Like every country, every state I visit, I'm adding a new chapter to my memory bank. Because in the end, that's all you got.
Right.
You could be 80, spending millions of dollars. I mean, how fun is that when you done it your whole life? Like, okay, I done spent every dollar, I done bought every car, I done got every clothes I want. The only thing that you really gonna register is the memories.
Fact.
So that's what my key thing is, building memories. Because when we travel, we don't just travel. Like he said, we indulge in the culture. We go where they say don't go.
Yeah.
I'm in Brazil, we in the favelas.
Yeah.
Where they talking about, yeah, the tourists came over here, got popped, good thing. Y'all checked in with this person,
Show me.
Like, we going to the slums, nigga. We in Colombia.
Yeah.
We going to where they got the shit at. They still selling it now.
Right. Yeah.
This was Griselda Block. You see him? That's a lookout.
They showed us
You see,
the
they
whole
showing
setup.
us the whole
in
setup.
real time, right there. I'm like, damn, this is cold and they all play their positions out there. It's just like, damn, this setup. It was wild. It was wild. If we wasn't with the people we was with, they probably would have been on our ass. But it was, we went and seen everything, and then that was different too.
And it's like every place, it add more character to you because every place is a different experience. And when you come back, like he said, you're not the same. So it's a blessing in disguise because that also is what separates our content. Is our mind has been opened up to so many different cultures and so many different avenues.
Yeah.
We view things differently than someone who's just stuck here in the same few square radius. Their mind can't even expand far enough to even go into detail about these type of topics because they ain't seen enough. They ain't done enough.
You
Can't
you
fathom
can't
it,
even
nigga.
imagine it.
Exactly.
It's hard to even imagine unless you go to the point like of seeing things or even trying to work your brain to go to that. Because like we could explain something and you won't even get it. Like you have to experience it. So that traveling is a key thing, and I plan on doing some more, man. I do want to travel.
Okay, so you guys have been a bunch of places. What haven't you knocked off yet? What have you knocked off your list that you like? If you could go right now, all expense paid, just your trip, wherever you want to go, all paid for. They like you could go this weekend.
Mine not even that crazy. I want to go to the Philippines.
The Philippines.
And the reason I want to go to the Philippines is it might be crazy, but I had when I was in prison, I used to go to the library all the time.
Okay.
So I think at the time I could only go like once a week, but there was a Filipino lady. And I used to just go there to talk to her, really. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I would utilize it, but you ain't talking to
going for them ling
you ain't, no, but let me tell you something. So I don't know if she knew, but she was aware of me. So because I used to be on the yard and I'd be buffing and stuff, and they paying attention.
Yeah.
I had way more size then. So one day I come in there and she was just hella friendly to me and having conversations. And then she started telling me, like, when you get out, you need to go to the Philippines. They love black men. They love you. Like,
okay.
So she started telling me about certain spots. She like, it's beautiful. It's this. They gonna love you. They treat you like king out there. Like, and I used to ask her, like, what's up with you? Like, you like black men or what?
You can be my Philippines
exactly. Like, you gonna take me. Like, but we used to just have conversations, and that was always one thing I stood in the back of my mind, not just for the women wise, but the places she started showing me, like, oh, this is nice. This is a beautiful place. Like, and you get the wrong idea. Some people think the Philippines is just sometimes just a downgrade or something. But with the culture she showed me of it, it was A1.
Right.
Yeah, mine is gonna be Africa. I've been to Africa before. Egypt is in Africa, but I ain't been to our Africa yet.
Where do you want to go?
I got a whole run.
Okay.
I want to hit the whole safari run, top to bottom. Ghana, Kenya. Like, I got a whole list, which it's close to coming to fruition. It's just I put it on the back burner because I started taking my kids traveling.
Yeah, I saw that too.
So that is a whole nother aspect of travel, is seeing it happen through your kids' eyes. And then they home reflecting on, hey man, you remember we went to Miami the third time? Like the third time. You spoiled motherfuckers. Y'all fucking went.
Remember the third time we went?
Yeah,
Not the fourth time, the third time.
Yeah, what about the Bahamas? You remember that chicken in the Cayman Islands?
Traveling is so regular
crazy
for them. They look at you crazy if you ain't traveling.
But that's amazing that you are able to provide for your babies what you wanted. You know what I mean? It says somewhere I read, it says we become the parent or the adult that we needed when we were babies. We become what we needed, but you have to be careful that you're not raising yourself though also. Like pay attention to that they are their own individual.
Yep.
But that is dope. So the tour in Africa, how long will that take? How long will that?
I mean, some people see the way we travel, we different.
Okay.
So what some people need 3 days to do, we gonna compact everything in that 1 day.
Okay.
So for the type of trip we gonna do, most people will go for a month, 2 months.
Yeah.
We looking at maybe 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because when we travel, we go to different spots.
Okay.
And
We
travel,
catch flights to catch flights.
Yeah.
So we go to this country, catch a flight, go over here. Like the way my girl really should be a travel agent on the side, because the way her mind works with this travel shit is like.
So she be having the itinerary down and everything.
And it's mandatory. I don't know what it is. When you travel, you know sleep is out the window. You might get you a little power cat nap, but you right back at it.
If you travel with us,
you ain't getting
the
no
same
sleep.
way I'm up here 4 or 5 in the morning to go hit the gym. And then we hitting the excursions, same way I do on vacation. Ain't no sleeping in till 12. We up 5 a.m., gym, boom, come back, shower. We immediately out, immediately got the itinerary plan. We immediately, boom here, boom here, boom here. Okay, we need to see this. We need, like, the whole day is like this. Like, you're going to come back to the hotel whooped. Most people go to relax. No, we do the opposite. We relax when we get home. I didn't travel all the way out here to sleep in a hotel, nigga.
Yeah.
We not just sitting on the damn resort. I'm leaving the resort.
Right.
Like, we out of here.
Building those memories.
Exactly.
Building those memories and that experience. I'm trying to get the most out of this. Like, I'm trying to experience it for real. And, like, I want to talk about, like, the importance of, because you both touched on it, the importance of our women, right? But the importance of experiencing life before 9 a.m. Like, I don't know why people don't understand, or some people don't get it, but that early morning experience and doing stuff, getting shit knocked out early in the morning, I like being up when nobody else is up.
Oh,
I like being able to walk or go do something and experience it and get the early morning air before anybody else is out, because I feel like I'm experiencing something nobody else is experiencing, and you knock shit out way faster.
And you got to think too. If you start your day earlier, it's less chance of you being in a rush. You know, when you rushing things, your whole day can start fucking up. You might stomp your toe while you trying to rush, and then everything else you're mad at, and it's trickling down. You're getting stuck in traffic. Effect. Yeah, exactly. But you start off, it feel like you're seizing the day, and you're ahead of everything. So you have time to really keep a clear mind and tackle everything in the right way.
It's like I try to do everything to the highest degree. I try to. That 1% club of humans, I need to be in there. Mm-hmm. I got every aspect except the finances. So once I get the 1% finances, because they say only like 97%. No, excuse me. Only about 97% of the world doesn't wake up before 6 to 7 a.m. So about only 2 to 3% wake up before 4 a.m. So in my mind, okay, even just by doing that, I'm already in the 1% club there. Right. And then you look at the physical aspect of what percentage could do 50 straight push-ups or 10 straight pull-ups.
Right.
Or lift this amount of weight. I'm in the top percentages of all that. Then you look at how many places I done been from the environment that I'm in. That's a 1%.
Right.
How many people, how many percent go to prison and never return again? Oh, very small. So I'm looking at all percentages in every aspect of life, and I'm hitting that 1% in everything.
You in the exclusive club all on a lot of levels. In different aspects, I'm in the exclusive club.
Like
no one else is doing this.
I was in the 300-pound club in high school. So, you know what I'm saying? Squatting over 300, benching over 300. I was that in high school. Yeah. So it's like I've always been in the top echelon. So the only thing left is the goddamn finances to fall down.
It's coming.
So it's coming. It's coming. So
everything lining up accordingly.
Everything is lining up.
Facts. Yeah.
That's dope. Okay, so let's move into the power of having a good woman behind you, or being behind a good woman, however you want to say it. I always say that it's always God. For me, God helped me change my life, and God introducing me to my wife helped change my life, and like really got me into just opening up to things that I wasn't paying attention to and I wasn't focusing on, because my head was in the gutter, in the streets, and just shit that wasn't any worth or value. And then the way she treated me like a woman, she treated me like she was a woman. She treated me like a king. You know what I mean? It was like her treating me like a king opened up in me the value in me. You know what I mean? Like, oh, and then I wanted to reciprocate the love and the good things that she was doing for me, for her. You know what I mean? And that's where all this came from. What what can you guys say to having a good woman behind you?
I think people underestimate the power of a woman's wisdom. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of us.
Hey, Messiah be dropping bars,
bro. Tell you, silent assassin, kid.
I think we understand that because even if you think about it, if you ever bring an idea to your woman, she's gonna multiply that motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's gonna. You can give her an assignment, and she might take that and it'll explode.
Yeah.
Versus just what you could do, because women can get in a lot of places that men can't, and they can probably do a lot of different things that men can't. So I just think in that belief, if you have a woman that believes in you, I think it can take a man to great heights. Because like you said, that power of that belief is strong.
Man.
Because you believe in yourself, but your woman she know your weak points. She know your strong points. She know what to say to keep you on track or to keep you even focused. It's possible to get it done regardless of being a great man without it, but most great men got a great woman behind them.
Exactly.
No, that's a fact. Like I don't believe you can be the best version of yourself completely without a great woman behind you. Like you could be the best version, but add a great woman behind you, and that's going to catapult you to even greater heights.
The stratosphere.
It's going to push you out there. Like you said, women are shakers and movers because they make shit happen. This is why most companies, they have women secretaries or women answering phones because they're going to get shit done. So like your girl, like you said, you might pitch an idea. Next week, she popped up with the shit you were just talking about. Like even with the podcast. My girl pushed me to do this.
Yeah.
I was just, going to look at studios or whatever, but really low-key bullshit.
You talking, but she gonna hit that
I'm
ground
talking,
stomping.
she went, okay, y'all booked on this day.
Yeah.
At this studio at this time.
Now you ain't got no choice.
That
man you acting like you is, nigga, you finna show me now, nigga. That's one thing they gonna keep you
God,
on.
and me and Cut like, we ain't got no choice now. We can't pump fake. She booked this shit. Then, boom, on my birthday, she pop up, LLC.
Ooh.
Making sure can't nobody steal this shit.
Yeah.
So it's like she's steadily making shit happen. Like I said, the passport. I'm talking, she went and did it, got the paperwork. And then I got a felony. So I need to get pardoned. I actually did try to put my best foot forward and actually get it erased. I done took courses, classes.
Yeah.
I done went to expungement courses. That's why I learned, if you went to prison, you can't get it expunged. You got to get a pardon from the governor. So she went and got the pardon paperwork.
Okay.
Filled it out. Oh yeah, put your signature here. Boom, boom, boom. Mailed it in. She's checking up. When he was in prison, she was calling the prison. Because they was pump faking with his release date.
She found out so much. She found out so much shit. Found out my lawyer was crooked.
What? She went and looked the lawyer up. He's getting sued.
I probably damn near should probably qualify for a fucking lawsuit because they railroaded my ass. So the whole time he was crooked and they tried to change his name and all type of shit.
What?
That
Bro,
shit was
she
wild.
went and
She found all
found,
type
like
of
she
shit.
got him, I don't want to say released early, but released early. Because they was pump faking with his release date. She's on their ass calling, nope, this date, why y'all changed this date and why his name ain't, like she's constantly making shit happen.
In that situation, they was fucking people because the laws was changing. And when the laws was changing, I done seen people with 3 days to the house. And the percentage on the laws changed and them niggas don't go home for 6 months. I'm like, how can you do this?
Yeah.
Because once the percentage changed, they calculated from the whole time of your sentence, not what you got left. So so they was whooping people. People don't know this type of shit going on. I swear to God, I seen a nigga a day before the house. Gave all his shit away. Date change. You ain't going home for 4 more months. Like crazy shit.
And this is also the importance of getting a woman from a certain background because all women ain't gonna do this. So I said a great woman. So she grew up with 2 parents, first generation immigrants, and their culture. The woman is the woman. Mm-hmm. She worships the man. The man is the head. The man's the king. Mm-hmm. They know they role. It ain't none of this gender war shit. Mm-hmm. So that mindset she got. Yeah, she Americanized a little bit because she here and she been around the American culture. But for the most part, those core instincts, I've never seen another woman have them that I personally dealt with. Mm-hmm. And I done dealt with a lot of women. And it's a clear difference.
Right.
Like you said, like, nigga, my wife, it's you know when you got one.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh no, this different. These
different.
bitches don't do this. they all gonna get on your nerves. I let everybody know.
Yeah.
They all gonna piss you off and they all gonna get on your nerves. But find the one with that core value, you gonna skyrocket. It's a reason why most millionaires and billionaires are married.
Right.
It's a reason. You don't see too many single millionaires or billionaires unless they got divorced.
and you don't have one, it's a question behind it. Like,
what you got going on?
What's up with you? Like,
because she allows you to focus. Because other frivolous shit you got to worry about. I don't want to say the kids are frivolous, but
it's partially. Partially.
Not like that. Not like that, but it's like, nigga, I got to go to the studio, but the kids got to go to practice. I can pick them up after we done recording.
Yeah.
I just need you to drop them off.
Yeah.
I got a guest coming. That wouldn't be possible without the woman there. Because now you got to take them to practice, reschedule. So it's like just little shit like that. Or I got to work overtime. Can you get them from practice? Like, they help clear your schedule to where as a man, now you can focus on your purpose. So when you reach that, you double back and you lighten a load.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we up now. Y'all, you can quit that job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We straight now. So one hand wash the other. And that's why it's so important. You need the yin and the yang. You need that nuclear balance in the household, period. All that independent. Yeah, you can get so far, but you're going to get further with the yin and the yang.
Right.
We were made for each other. Literally, God made woman for a man. So anything other than that, you confused and fucked up out here.
Because most women that's like we say, far as great women that understand, allows the man to be the man, regardless of what they feel like, far as the position. Because you get a lot of women nowadays that if they make a man can have a great job, but if she makes more money than him, she won't respect him as much. Mm-hmm. You have women with the right mindset that don't matter because y'all won anyway. So you getting money, I'm getting money. We both bring the income. You still be the man. They want you to be the head, and they help you in areas you need to be helped. Other than that, it's like you said, yin and yang.
Mm-hmm. And you got a lot of suckers walking around here that is acting out of order. That's got a lot of women with the wrong outlook because of what they dealt with. You know what I mean? Like, you dealt with somebody that's just gonna let you run them over. They not running their show. They not stepping up and talking. They talk and sharing how it's supposed to be. So you got like the blind leading the blind out here. You know what I mean? So this was a quick question. Were you in pursuit of that?
No.
Me either.
Bro, I literally already made my mind up and said, I'm going to be single forever.
Okay.
I said, I'm going to be single forever. I'm just going to be a player forever, get my money, do my thing, be fucking different bitches. I'm straight. I'm not wifing none of these bitches. They cooked. Because after dealing with so many and they all the same, you lose hope.
You accept it.
So I accepted it. And like they say, when you stop looking for something, that's when you find it.
Right.
So I'm just boom. And then she literally just fell in my lap.
Yeah.
Literally, her water heater broke. She was living upstairs in the unit. And she could pick from like 2 or 3 different units. She picked the one next to me. Mm-hmm. So it was like some destiny type shit. Like, how does this happen? Like, they say don't date your neighbor too. So we broke that rule. The coworkers and neighbors, no. She's literally our bedroom wall share. We share the wall.
Common wall.
Her bedroom, my bedroom. So she heard them demos I was laying, and you feel me? She wanted a piece of that.
That might inspire a piece of interest.
She wanted a piece of that, you feel me? And the rest was magic.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
On the set, it was like literally like out of some movie shit.
Dude, that's crazy. What about you, Masai?
I think it's more about, I think when people like we say certain things happen, I think a lot of things get lined up. You attract it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, because you could be at a place where, like you said, if you have a certain mindset, you're attracting these type of things, and these type of things is in you. But once you start to change yourself within yourself, you start attracting those things like that. So I think that's on my part of, like he said, it came to me, not more so just me looking for shit. And I'm focused on different things. And it's like, you look at it in the sense of, damn, this shit crazy. Cause it even feel different when you used to dealing with the same shit. You meet somebody different. It's like, and I think that's where a lot of us go wrong, of women, when you meet them, of being already what they are, like accepting people for who they are. So if she has these traits already, it makes it easier than you trying to turn somebody into something else, or they trying to fit your program.
Right. And that the shit that's funny is I literally prayed for my wife, right? But I didn't even know what I was praying for. Like, I prayed for a good woman, but I didn't even know what all of that entailed until it was dropped off in my lap. Like, and it was like such a distinct difference from what I was used to, that it was no denying it. Like, it was like you had to pay attention to it. Like, the hell? Like, oh shit. For me, I used to go to county. I didn't ever want to pay my tickets. I never wanted to pay warrants. So I just go do a couple days and Because remember when it was so overpopulated?
They kick you right out.
They kick you right out. And so she was like, no. Like, you ain't doing that. I was like, no, I'm going to do it. She's like, no, I'm going to pay for it. I was like, no. Just give me that money when I get out. Like, just give me the money when I get out.
Look, I ain't even gonna get a mat. I ain't gonna make it to getting a mat. They gonna have me up out of here.
Just give me the money. She was like, no. And like from that moment, like that's when a change of thinking started happening. She's like, you gonna risk going in there, anything can happen. Your son is out here, and this and that. And it like, she started triggering like different thought patterns. Like I was like, okay, I'm not really looking at it in that light. I'm looking at it as in the last people I like giving my money is the courts. I hate giving my money to the court system.
God.
Like, it's just one of the hardest things. And I was just like, I'd rather just do that. But that's how that came about. And I didn't even know how good women were. Like, I really wasn't.
I didn't know how good women were. You know what's crazy? You know what's out of these sluts.
Like, dude,
you know what's crazy when it comes to things like that? A lot of women don't be caring about the money stuff. They really be caring if you straight.
Yeah.
Because a nigga look at it too, because I probably would have looked at it like, nigga, I could do something else with that. Let me go sit down for these whatever this week. Oh, that shit where I got it. Yeah. I get this regular.
I was like, give me that shit when I get out, and I'll do something with that. You know what I mean? And it was just like that mindset, though. Like how we said, it's the mindset. And I had the toxic mindset, and it was just like, okay, you need to look at how valuable your days are, how valuable your life is, and look at yourself in a different light. And that came from God putting a woman in my life.
So let me ask you a couple of things. How long you been married again?
15 years in May. 15 years in May.
15. What keeps that afloat? Like, how do you go that long? 15 years is crazy to me.
15 years is a long time. Damn, that is a long time. But having the attitude of not quitting, you know what I mean? Like not giving up. There's always gonna be moments where you're like, fuck, this shit is like, what, this and that. There's gonna be temptation here, temptation there. But it's like, I much rather spend my life with you than anybody else. Like I much rather.
That's just basically what it boils down to.
Like I much rather struggle here or go through our struggles or make it through our struggles than to go out here into this world and to leave an image of my children of us not making it, of us quitting on each other. Because I'm married, but not only am I married, I'm married now with kids, with children that are watching our moves. And it's like, even when we get into altercations or when we're going back and forth and my kids are hearing it, Xander's like, why are y'all getting loud? And I talk loud anyway. So it's just like, they're aware, they're always watching. And I just talked to my dad. I had him on Reality Check, and he was telling me about his divorce and how he would have did it different because we were watching. You know what I mean? And from that divorce, I know how ugly are the questions that come up in children, like the self-doubt, like, damn. Right. What my mom, like, and you don't know the unsurety, like you're unsure about your future as a child. So it's like, it's so many different variables, like this not working or just giving up or taking the path of least resistance, which is never good. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The path, you talked about it, like anything that's worth anything, you have to work hard at it. You know what I mean? Nothing is easy. So it's like being willing to not believe the lie that this shit is going to be easy.
Do you feel like y'all still growing together, or do you feel like y'all reach a point where it's just like, you know, I love you, you know, you love me?
Dude, we're growing together. Like even in the aspect of she's working out now, right? Like I used to be a personal trainer. I used to try to work her out and give her, and we would get into it because I was too rough. Like I was like, nah, you can't quit, just keep going. She was like, I can't work out with you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That is the key. You cannot work out with your spouse. I don't care what nobody say. If your girl don't know how to work out on her own already, hook her up with a female trainer. Keyword, a female trainer. Because if she get a male trainer, she's going down, my nigga. She's going down, gang.
I got a little different because I think I try to build them when I work out with them, but still, even when certain moments, then I get crazy too and start talking, because sometimes they don't reciprocate to that. Yeah. Trying to be cool. Like sometimes you got to talk crazy for them to push, but then you got some that is too sensitive that can't take it. But I just think it depends if you know how your woman is at that point, to where it's like, you know what she can take and what she can't. Because some need motivation in a nice way. Yeah. Some you need to talk crazy, like stop being a bitch, like David Goggins said. Like
David Goggins crazy.
That nigga is wild, but some people take motivation different. So it's like, I just think that's the key. Or do like bro said, get a female trainer.
I'm telling you, because it's the level of access that she has to you that it doesn't make her lose respect. It's just she's not gonna
She'll
take
look at it like you
that.
a trainer. Like,
She's gonna take it as disrespect. To whereas this trainer, you don't know, and you're paying them for the fee. So you could tell her exactly what you just told her, like David Goggins. And now y'all, she's crying in the gym. It's an argument where the trainer that you paid says it. She getting her shit together.
That's exactly it. And it's like, and then like coming from like the athletic background, it's like you kind of don't be wanting to put up with no bullshit. You like, come on, cause like it's just 3 more.
I know
like
you got more in you.
Yeah, and it's like, damn, you fucked up the whole set because you didn't finish the last 2. And that like shit was just causing. Not like real, but I was like, I can't work you out. We gonna get into an argument
every time.
Like I was like, you know what? But now she's into her fitness. She's going to like little like workout camps where they do like 15 people, like little circuits.
That energy helps people too.
That's
Working out with a group of people
thing.
is a good thing because especially you could feed off other people's energy. It's like, damn, if they keep going, I can keep going.
Right.
And you all suffering together going through it.
And so now she walking around like with like a confidence, you know what I mean? Like she
whole
feeling,
different aura,
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, I see you, babe. You know what I mean? But we're all growing in different aspects of life, and we have to take notice to where their growth is. Like, oh, I'm reading this, or I'm learning emotional intelligence, or I'm learning that this is what I deal with, or this is how I am in this aspect, and now I'm demanding this, or I want to be this, I want to be more vocal here, or this is what, like this, nigga quitting my job, like not working and doing this full time. Do you know how solid your relationship got to be?
That belief in you gotta
That belief system.
That belief in you gotta be
Belief
strong.
system.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, and so she gives me the grace to be like, okay. And I also figured out how to do it so that I have a time frame that I want to be successful. And if not, then boom, we go back. But to get your woman to believe in some uncertainty, you know what I mean? Like, especially when it comes to finances and this and that, for her to be like, all right, babe, I'm here. What do you need? What, like, that's how you have to be. You have to be able to change and able to trust that your partner is going to be. So we are growing constantly, even at year 15.
That's dope. That's
That
dope.
is
I'm gonna tell y'all to the fellas though, when you meet a good woman, make sure you're ready. Cause I done met some good women.
And
I wasn't
destroyed
ready. Fucked them off.
Nigga destroy. I was
Not
gonna
even
go to that
just-
before, but
not
you
even
just
just
you
destroy
just
them.
being yourself, but you
Nah,
didn't know
for
how to-
sure.
yeah.
It was I didn't want one at the time. I'm like, damn, you ain't a slut, bitch. What the fuck? Like, you on some good girl shit. You want to really go out date? Really, bitch, shut up, suck some dick. Like, I'm really like on that with them and ran them off.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you'll meet a good woman and you're not ready as a man.
You're
so
not in the
you
place.
gotta be mentally equipped to handle her when she come. Cause we'll fuck that shit off real fast. I'm gonna tell you what tainted my mind was being a side nigga, playing the side nigga role, and seeing how grimy that they can get.
Nigga, they
Like,
treacherous.
damn, you just did that. That was his mama. You talking about I'm your homie and
Yeah.
Cuz in jail calling you and you in the back with his mom's in there. Like, damn, y'all treacherous.
They can
Females,
That
female,
fucked me
I don't
up.
give a
Like,
fuck what
y'all
nobody
are
say. They could be
ruthless,
way
cuz.
worse than us.
Dead homies. They
could be way
nigga.
worse.
because I feel I was talking about it. It's like when we get hurt, it's our pride and ego. When they get hurt, it's their heart, right? Like us, we could get hurt by, damn, you chose this weird ass nigga. Like, and we don't even like the chick, but we just like, damn, you like what the hell? But when women, they can compartmentalize when they want to, and on a vicious level, like people be like, oh, a woman can't do this and that. Like, shit, I'll show you some that are. I don't want to call them snakes. I don't want to be too hard.
Nah,
That's
they
what
snake.
it
Nah,
is.
nah,
You
nah,
gotta call it what it is. Yeah.
When a man cheat, it ain't as bad. I don't care what
Nah,
you say.
it's
Man
not.
cheat, we just like, oh damn, her ass is fat. Opportunity here, bam. When a woman cheat, nigga, how conniving and calculated
it's
it is.
hurtful.
When you the nigga who's she's doing the cheating with, and you like, damn, you told cuz what?
It's-
He think you doing what?
Some of these niggas ain't came back from that shit.
Nah.
I see why niggas get scarred for life, boy. They
Hey, I said I'm gonna come out with a new show called "Who Hurt You." Because niggas be in the chat like all that red pill shit, like just super like, dude, like who hurt you, man? What's going on?
But you gotta go through that.
Got to.
Otherwise, you're gonna be a victim. So that's like your villain story. Every man gotta go through that.
origin story.
That's that origin story.
It's better to go through it early.
You got to, because that's the only way to really learn them. If you don't learn them, you're gonna be a victim. You're gonna be one of the trick niggas. Man, I'm telling you, you gotta learn them early. So the red pill shit is good, but not the goofies.
Yeah.
Because the goofies seen the lane to make money and they just went crazy with it.
Right.
The ones that's actually dropping the game is good game there.
Yeah, it's good game, and it's like when someone's too far one way, like
exactly.
wait, you too far this way. There's not even any good. Like what's the goal? Like what's the goal is to what? To just be single forever?
Exactly. That don't make sense.
It don't make sense. Like, yeah, you are dropping facts, and you got like their minds are fucked up. They're this and that. They're over inflated self-value. They're not even worthy of you. Yeah. But what about the end goal? What's the end goal for him? The end goal should be marriage and family to me.
Period.
Like, and that they rarely talk about that because a lot of the cats that's in the red pill field are not married and don't have a family.
Do y'all think we don't highlight, because we talk about this all the time. Do you feel like we don't highlight good women enough? Like, because more so we see most niggas online it's always the negative situations of women. I rarely see something about the positive traits of women online.
I think there is not enough, but I don't think there's enough positive images of black men online. Like, just in general, like there's not enough positive images of us across the board. But there are, like, if you think about it, like I know a few good relationships. I know a few men that are in relationships with women that are talking about them like us. But I know a lot more niggas that ain't.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it is a rarity, but it's like opportunities like this, like three when you got three niggas talking about how amazing they women are.
Nah, that's fact. You ain't gonna get none of that.
You ain't gonna get that. Like, it's a rarity that you
culture,
get three niggas in the same room talking about. But like you said, both parents raised, kept her on board, kept her on track, school, this and that. It's like what you go after. You have to start, when you buying a car, you're not just buying just to look. You're going to see, like, let me see what this engine is, if it's this, if it's that, the suspension. You got to make sure it fits your lifestyle. Why are you going to buy a 4x4 off-road Wrangler when you want something with speed?
Right.
So, shout out to us, man. Shout out to the Viral Way, man. We can
shout
fucking
out to
talk
Rios,
for like,
man.
we can talk for like 5 hours and just
Yeah.
This is Reality Check with Messiah, the viral one. And man, we could do this forever, and we gonna do many, many more. And it's many great things in y'all future. Please call on me. I want to be involved in stuff that you got going on. If you guys need help with anything, and if I need help, I'll ask you guys. But I love the imagery, and the messaging that you guys are putting out there. The authentic, organic, real men from where I'm from. It's just an amazing thing, dude. Like, so keep it up, man. Giving y'all flowers, and there is no ceiling.
Likewise.
Yeah,
likewise.
Thank you. That's
likewise.
love for real. And we give you the same thing. Keep doing what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Brother.
We got to stay connected. We got to make this a more consistent thing.
Yeah,
I would
absolutely.
say.
Yeah. That's the word I was looking for. Consistent, more consistent, and being more involved in each other's life. Even kids, even fam. You know what I mean? Like, we have to do the real shit. You know what I mean? Like, podcasting. Yeah, I love this.
Right.
But we have to be more involved. You know what I mean? Like, family wise.
Nah,
so
man,
we're gonna get it going. This is just the first of many. I can't wait to, like, 2025 is up anyway.
All right, so up
2025 is up, man.
Up and it's stuck.
So let's get out of here. This is Reality Check, and this is the Viral Way podcast. Oh, that's what I need you guys to do. Where they can find you guys. Like,
Oh,
okay. They can find us at the Viral Way _podcast on Instagram. You can find me at Mr. MR _viral with 3 eyes _ himself.
Yeah. At LBC Messiah. You can find me at the Viral Way Podcast, like he just said. And we got this merch coming in for y'all, man. Just know we got everything in line. We got big things coming.
Is that one of the shirts?
This is.
Oh yeah,
one
you
of
gotta
the
show them the
shirts,
back
man.
of that thing, man. We Viral Way official
You know
stamp.
we stand on things, man. Strength and honor, man. But this
that shit is vicious.
This that
Viral Way
man.
Podcast.
That VW,
The
you already know it ain't real if it ain't got the VW on
Hey,
there.
let's go.
No
That might be your
Volkswagen.
word for the day, man. Strength and honor.
Strength
Stay
and
strong.
honor. Let's go.
Viral Way, we out of here.